But here we go. Last match. Last set of the day here is going to be Oil King going up against Luffy. And Luffy going to have access to that Armika. Seth has been looking tremendously strong for Oil King this entire season. Has not gotten the desired results all the time, but you can make a highlight reel of some of these V-Trigger 2 mix-ups we've been seeing that's been on display from Oil King this entire season, and they're locking in already. All right, last game of this team battle. All right, here we go. Match underway. First to two as the rules. Last members of both their respective teams.
Oh my God, what a way to snipe out the dropkick and checking the movement at the same time. Now here comes Oil King in full control.
Oh wow, the jump light actually beat it out, and now you're in the corner. This can be a death situation, especially if you don't guess right. That's going to be a stun.
Already?
Goofy, Reset, or are you just going to take the damage? Reset. He jumps out
and
and
the
back
way
to
down.
the corner. Wow.
This is ridiculous. We've been waiting for this moment of Luffy's to get that Armika into play for about, half the journey.
I'm pretty sure Luffy has too.
Oh my God, when he has meter, it's like there's nothing stopping him from using it.
My man's just dashed up and hit you with the EX Mika Typhoon. Okay. Oh, V-Skill 2 this time around.
I want to see him do that to Nerigante next. Oh my God, that's close enough to it.
Needs to be really careful.
Anti-air. Oh my God, Lady Mika, reset. Oh, Nadeshko, come and get this grab. Oh my
gosh. That's going to be game number one.
Help.
That fast.
Help.
That was fast. Veggie in the back. Veggie in the back popping off. I like how Nadeshko hits Armika so hard. She's like, yo, you need to chill.
Yelling up a storm. I haven't seen him this vocal ever. In the history of ever.
Bro, gonna need this win. That's gonna put them at 4-3. If my numbers are correct, that's 4-3. That's gonna push them to second place. If they can get this team battle victory, that'll push them to 4-3. That'll put them in second place, right under Nasser, who is now 7-2.
Is that sure? Is that
If those numbers are correct, we'll double back because we got to update the standings. But it's gonna happen after this match. Oof.
Dang, that's gonna be wild. That's actually gonna be wild. We got confirmation. Oh, no punish on the Sobot. Gonna be just fine. Now we're looking for that drop kick, but that's the perfect time for Luffy to dash up in there and get into your grill.
Okay.
Oh my God, no checks on the dash. Gonna be fine. Oil King does find the opening, but we've seen how fast the tides can change when it comes to Luffy and dashing up in your face. We have trigger on deck. We're gonna see an activation sooner than later. It's just a matter of how it's gonna come out. It's gonna be through the sweep. It's gonna be the crouching heavy punch instead. Anti-air. Oh boy, plus frames. Oh.
Wow. Activate. What's the choice? I like that. Just delay, up, back, eats the crouch jab. Not gonna get a combo for that one, but still getting walked to this corner. Luffy being really patient. Oh, tries to jump out. Wow, just all these buttons hidden for Oil King. Answers back, gets a back throw, activate the trigger, V reversal. Ooh, that lasts a long time. Not long enough. He definitely could have hit.
He could have used V-Skill too.
Yo, don't get thrown. Oh my gosh.
That was such a stare down. Both players just crouching down. If Oil King bit into the bait and did EX uppercut, he would have been dead. Look at that. Just checking the movement again. Low, medium kick in case Luffy wants to try to dash up, which he's been doing successfully a couple of times. They're going to page for Luffy's book. Now dashing up towards him is Oil King. But back into this neutral phase. He's looking for the normals. Ooh, Cruel Disaster just outside the range. Too shy.
I like this patience that I'm seeing from both of these players. But we know Luffy can turn it up at a moment's notice. And Oil King has full CA at this point. EX Wingless Airplane. I was wondering when we're going to see it. Okay, wait a minute. EX Cruel Disaster. Going to get damage here in the corner. Takes the Oki. Activate after crouching heavy punch.
Great block. Not too ambiguous.
And a great backdash as well, just to stay out of that range where Luffy feels comfortable dashing up. Finally gets the right read on the jump in. Small walk back.
Oh, wow. That was cool.
Oh, yeah. If you use V-Skill too, you use V-Skill too to enhance those moves.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you get an enhanced mag cradle if you use B skills too.
I
So that was really cool.
just thought she was going to drop out of it. I didn't think it was gonna be fast enough to
really
catch her.
good.
That was good. That was excellent.
I told you, when you stay out of range of dash command grab, you can't do anything. When you can hear me, right? When you stay out of range of dash command grab, he can't do anything. He's dashing at you and he's pressing jab, but since he's not in range of command grab, the dash is pointless. Just stay in the range of where dash command grab won't hit you.
I love the awareness of Oil King to even go that far and ties up the set now. So this is the last match you guys are going to see today. We got to get a winner.
Can only be one. Ugh, that's one Brimstone. We're going to see possibly another. Will Luffy, the body splash in the front. Oh, Lady Mika, please.
And the stun, not going to get the kill, but it is definitely going to hurt. I'm looking for a reset.
And we're going to see a side switch also at the last second. How do you even defend against that? Do you mash your life away with EX uppercut, or do you take it like a man and try to block?
Nah, bro, you gotta hold that. You gotta make a true guess. Oh, wait a minute. Back throw, wait a minute. Oil King says chill out. Needs to be careful with those jumps. Needs to be careful with those.
My
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Windless airplane.
Okay, gotta hold that.
Oh, the counter hit. No, it's still. Wait.
Oh, that is gonna hit. Wow.
Ow.
I'll settle this now. And Trigger is still there. This mix-up could actually get the round.
Oh.
Eats the sweep. That actually works out in his favor, though.
No, the orb is too far out.
Oh, the jump back not going to work. The stand medium kick. We're going to a final round here between Nordavind going up against UYU. Somebody wants the W. Nordavind trying to get to the second place.
Oh, no.
EX Brimstone. Things are not looking good for Oil King. Back throw.
What a call out.
No, you cannot get away with that. Luffy's aware of it now, and look at this pressure, just dashing up, gets the counter hit confirmed, Trigger's there, but it might not even be on the table. Nordavind cashes his check, going to second place. Street Fighter League is on its heels, and Nordavind is on its feet, happy with that placement. UYU, man, what a battle, what a team battle. Nonetheless, this week, it's gonna be 2-1 going to Luffy. That is gonna push Nordavind up to second place. That's above the Vodafone Giants. That's above Panda. We got some running. We got teams in the running now. This is the closest Street Fighter League we have ever had. We've been on the verge of having 2- and 3-way ties in these last 2 to 3 weeks looking at these players. And now you see Nordavind making a big leap, going up the chain, second place, knocking out some very strong teams out of that.
They did. MenaRD actually had to face off against Infectious as the last remaining member for Bandits and actually got that W back in week number 4. MenaRD took it down 2-1, fully unleashed, but now it's going to be a whole different story, right? MenaRD not allowed to play that birdie and that rush down style. Man, this was one of the colorways I've seen him use against Kusanagi in a very important online tournament too. This is how you know he's in serious mode. When he picks this outfit, this color, something about MenaRD just changes up. I kid you not. There is some significance to the color choices when it comes to MenaRD. He puts his heart into it, man. Every choice he makes, every decision he makes, he lets you know he's playing with his emotions, playing with the heart on his sleeves.
Bro, if he fell on that fireball, I would have screamed.
That would have been tight.
Walking right up into that position where Grant, oh wow. Just backing up. Okay. Really trying to get Infectious to swing at a couple of these things. Charge fireball this time around.
Ooh. Using the grams again. Doesn't want to force himself into the corner. Doing his best. Sweet chin music, finding the mark, and a very delayed uppercut. Stop the air approach.
Okay, wait a minute. MenaRD back in the game now.
You mean to tell me Roundhouse is the great equalizer? Oh, the delay, and you got baited. No EX. But he still had trigger left. Gonna back away a little bit, not gonna overextend. He did see the stun. That was pretty much up there. Any opening could have done it, but...
I like him backing off right here. Has trigger. He has the advantage. Then there's the back throw. Yeah, back up a little bit. You know the whole property is you want to get that advantage. You want to activate. You want to get that momentum. And Mena says, I'm not going to even give you the time to do it. Just backs up, starts the round with the roundhouse, gets the crush counter with that heavy kick.
I'm telling you, man, roundhouse is the great equalizer. It's so good. Again, it's the size of a tree trunk. Don't be fooled by the schoolgirl. She will hit you.
Right.
She will hit you hard.
Those Converse got a little kicking power, bro.
She be doing them deadlifts and those chucks too. All that leg power. Speaking of leg power, coming in and seeing the grams a little bit more, hovering in and out of that range. You see that walk speed being used, trying to interrupt, doing it again. MenaRD trying to catch a button from Infectious. Now he's keeping his arms and legs inside the vehicle while MenaRD navigates towards him.
Nice.
Oh, gets a hit. Goes for the jab conversion. Gonna have some scaling here. Still gonna take the chase though with the EX. Can't do that. More damage. Okay. Wow.
What a time!
And no activate this time. I wonder why. Yeah, actually scouted it, gets under it with the low profile. Speaking of the low profile, and still no activation for Mena.
Oh!
We talked about that specific normal, Steve. We talked about how it reduces the jump arc significantly.
Yeah,
he caught MenaRD trying to do an anti-air, just not in time.
His anti-airs are his weak point right now.
Oh, forward throw. Another one.
Checking with the tree trunks. Back to back.
Needs to be careful. We've seen how Infectious reacts to this situation a little bit, playing a little bit back. Mena not listening. He's like, you know what? I'm going in no matter what.
Oh, this is a nice little pocket to keep Zeku contained. I think Sakura does a really great job of doing, like, you know, air-to-air normals in case Zeku wants to jump.
Bro, you see her in there with the kickbox? Just keeps kicking. That big heavy kick.
Kick the tree.
Kick it.
Kick the tree or go home.
Zeku, the tree in this instance.
Oh, now she's using some elbows.
Mm-hmm. Lively in favor of Mena. I would like to see him back up a little bit. 4 resources on the side. I would like to see him win. And he said, Steve, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to win. CA to close out. That's going to be a game on the side of MenaRD.
I think it's alright.
One game away from getting this team battle away from Vodafone Giants and getting another one on the board.
The issue is
Pretty close.
Look at that! 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 Look at that!
Hey, what's that noise? Kaba's here. Hey, Kaba.
You know, we were looking at the last match they had between Infectious and Hermes. Just kind of update you. If MenaRD manages to take it down, they'll have 8 total wins. By the way, that's insane.
That's a lot of wins.
Or in terms of the games played, right? Not in matches, but the games played, it's pretty important. Just an FYI, here we go. No anti-air.
Oh,
He charged it up, too.
Yeah. Expecting them to play back a little bit. Now you see Infectious getting a little more active. Full charge on the fireball this time. Dash up, and I feel like Mena's getting a little impatient. Lively definitely in favor of Zeku right now. Trigger already active, jumps out, and still ready to take the throw. Back to the pacing game for Infectious. Dash up, they trade really quick. Tries to go for that big standing heavy kick. It is not going to work out. Mena in charge right now.
Up until that point, that back throw pretty much alleviates the pressure against Infectious.
There
And that
you
was
go.
such a great delay on the crouching medium punch, full counter hit conversion.
There you go.
Deader than dead. Pew, pew, pew.
You don't have good anti-air. I mean, Sakura don't have good anti-air. You cannot press heavies.
Mr. Crimson saying Sakura is not good with the anti-airs.
They try to give her more consistent buttons through via crouching heavy punch, down forward roundhouse. But he has a valid point. Sharper angles. She's going to be susceptible. But are we even going to get to that point? There's the jump out. Successful, but it's a back throw.
Oh, activate.
Word, you're still going to get clipped.
X Tatsu activation right here. Crouching heavy punch in the fireball. That's going to be a hard time right now. Zeku using some of that meter for the V reversal. Lively looking good for Mena. Ooh. Do it again. EX fireball.
Oh, that's going to be more than enough for E. No, he didn't spend the EX. I thought he would spend it.
I would have spent that. No questions asked. I would have spent that. No questions asked.
He does have a life lead, though.
True. That's true.
A little bit of extra bar going into it. I appreciate that. MenaRD with the utmost confidence. Now looking at match point against Infectious. Can he eliminate the last remaining giant?
These throws adding up. Oh, wow. Gets the hit. MenaRD, big damage.
Oh, no, covering the jump out option.
Infectious with the spacing and gets the V-trigger activation. Spins the meter to get the knockdown. What?
He didn't finish the rest of the combo. 2 times over, actually. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. MenaRD.
Oh, MenaRD takes it over Infectious.
The Bandits are still in contention for that top 4 spot. A very impressive W coming in from MenaRD over Infectious. It was looking pretty grim, right? You saw Hermes Venatori striking first blood against Mr. Crimson, going for the Rashid pick.
Look, first off, we talk about Hermes Venatori not really being able to play a lot of times. He's been banned kind of like half and half, but this is the cash-in opportunity that they needed. The Rashid's not going to do the job. You know he knows how to fight a Rashid, and his Cammy was looking really sharp.
Street Fighter League Season 4 going into the final week of regulation play. That is week number 15. My name is Vicious, here with Tasty Steve, and we're about to take you on a mad, wild journey to get in to see who's going to make it into the playoffs. It is the final 2 team battles, and I kid you not, it has been as close as ever in comparison to every other season in Street Fighter League history.
It's been really tense coming these parts of Street Fighter League Season 4, but let's talk a little bit about the teams going into it. We have UYU returning. We also have Nasser, Season 3's champions, now on the verge of making it happen again, at least through the playoffs because they're already secured. Now we have Panda, a new and infused Panda, now with Alpha 3 turning it into Justin Wong. Right after that, we do have the Bandits, and then, of course, we have the Vodafone Giants, who are in a very tricky situation at this point, and Nordavind holding it down as well. And those guys have already secured their spot for the finals, for the playoffs. However, there is still a lot of games to be played. Some of these teams are not secured in their spots. Let's talk about Bandits, UYU, one of the new teams, one of the older teams, not secured for those playoffs just yet. So you know these next games, the implications are going to be huge.
Right. And we're going to be breaking down each and every one of those statistics to make sure you are, well acquainted with who could possibly make it still into those last 2 spots, right? Number 3 and number 4. In the meantime, let's take a look at how important these ban picks are, right? A lot of these cats are going for the biggest threats early on. Some of the newer teams are doing that, but this time around, we're starting to see how much it's pretty much shaken up in comparison to all the other teams and their ban picks, right? And the team order as well is as important as ever, but it's just so difficult to call considering how it's an international players ball. We have players from around the world at the top level of Street Fighter V, and we couldn't ask for more, honestly. In fact, let's take a look at the current standings to see where we're at with all the players to keep in mind what's happening for the playoffs. Nasser in first place with a very impressive record, 8-2. Nordavind following right behind him, 5-4. Panda with 5-5 at third place. This is where it gets kind of scary. Vodafone Giants hanging in at fourth place at 4-5. Bandits and UYU, despite being 5th and 6th respectively, they're at 3 and 6, still very, very close. Could actually make it into that number 4 spot if things go their way, which we will explain in detail later.
Yeah, we're going to get into that later, but let's talk a little bit about what's on the line here. If these teams can make it to the playoffs and successfully win, they have $75,000 on the line as well. So this season is definitely shaping up, and actually it's not even shaping up. It's definitely been the hardest season of Street Fighter League.
Yeah, and if this is your first time tuning into Street Fighter League, where have you been? We've been waiting for you. Let me break down the format and how we've done things every single season. Street Fighter League is a 3v3 Waseda-style team tournament. Teams submit a player order. If a player wins, they go to the back of the queue. However, if a player loses, they are eliminated. The match continues until one team successfully knocks out the 3 players from the opposing team. In addition to the player order, each team selects a character to ban, and they cannot ban the same character the next time they play the same team. Considering where we're at right now, this is the second half of the double round robin tournament. These bans are going to be as important as ever.
And we've seen a lot of fluctuation going back and forth, right? We've seen, and you said this at the top of the show, we have people that ban the heavy hitter early. We have some that ban them late. Late being the other half of the season. And each team has their own approach, but I know what team's approach I love. It's Astro, and they are the main headset and mix amp of Street Fighter League Season 4, and I'm glad that they're here with us. Those A40 headsets definitely set the tone for a tournament setting, as well as give you the smoothest sounds and comfort as well. So thank you, Astro, for supporting Street Fighter League Season 4, as well as the FGC 10 years in the game. We appreciate you.
You can check out the Twitch panel below while we get ourselves ready for our 2 team battles of the week, the final week of regulation play. Let's check it out. Who do we have on the table? It's actually Bandits versus UYU. The 2 at the bottom are scraping for the top. However, Nordavind versus Vodafone Giants, this is also as important as ever for the Vodafone Giants.
This is the last week of regular season play before we get into that playoff bracket. Guys, I hope you're ready for what's about to come, and it's right after this break.
So, you really want to go through the trouble? Fine. Easy mode too much? Sucks to be you. I'm always ready for a fight.
Fear my strength! Have a taste of this! Don't take this personal! I'll show no mercy!
This is for my fellow hunters!
Coming into our first team battle of the final week of regulation play, this is Street Fighter League Season 4. It's about to get as close as ever. To be honest with you, we've talked about this these last couple of weeks. It's the closest it's been in comparison to all seasons, right? But there's so much more on the line for these 3 particular teams. I feel like Nordavind has already secured their spot.
Nordavind's already secured for their playoff position. So
Yeah.
every other team here are fighting. They're vying for their way to get into these playoffs.
Yes.
But Bandits and UYU, the first 2 teams that we're looking at, and like you said, they're at the bottom and they're trying to get to the top. This is actually going to be a street fight to see who is going to get into these playoffs.
So let's talk about the actual thing that they need to do in order to make it into playoffs, right? For either of these teams, obviously they have to get a W. But I feel like with Bandits, if they get a W and it happens to be Vodafone Giants actually losing against Nordavind, by default in their record, they've had a better head-to-head record against Vodafone Giants. That would actually bump them into 4th place if and only if Vodafone Giants actually falls to Nordavind. However, UYU, if they happen to win, they'd be at 4 and 6 as well, which could be into that 4th place position, but it also depends on the game differential between UYU and Vodafone Giants. So there's 3 teams right now in contention that could actually make it into that 4th spot.
That's definitely true. And when we talked about the implications being severe, it is severe because we have 2 team battles this week. And listen to this. One team is already secure for that spot with Nordavind. Every other team is not. So these matches are heavily going to go off of who wins today. This is going to be ridiculous. Bandits has definitely had a rocky season. It's going to be Mena, it's going to be Kaba, it's going to be Hermes. Personally, I think they've been definitely getting into the swing of things as the season goes on later. Hermes really, I feel like the newest player here, to Street Fighter League, really swung into it a lot faster than the most, and it might be because he has this strong connection, this sync with the Bandits team around him.
Yeah, and you've seen him play week after week, right? He fell short in a couple of mirror matches, but then dominated afterwards against Phenom. That was actually very impressive. So I'm kind of curious to see what he has to bring to the table this time against Team UYU, who also has another Cammy in the wings of NL, another player who is technically new to Street Fighter League with 2 older teammates, right? Oil King as well as Kami. They are seasoned vets here in Street Fighter League. But as good as he was playing this entire year, there have been certain instances, certain parts of gameplay where it's just like you could tell he was a little nervous. He was also victim of the mirror match.
That is true, but he was also a winner of the mirror match, right? Phenom beat NL in the mirror, and then he beat Phenom with Cammy too, if I'm not mistaken, last week. So if that being said, I feel like Hermes is really getting into his own because he's taking out some heavy hitters himself, and he's definitely doing due diligence on this team. So much so that we have an interview with Hollywood Rob TV on the stage with him right now.
We are here with the rising star of all of Street Fighter League. From the beginning, this guy has come out of his shell the most out of anyone, in game and out, ladies and gentlemen. Don't debate me, it's impossible. Check the tapes. This is none other than the one, the only, Hermes MenaRD. What's going on, Brody?
What's going on?
you know what I talked about right there, man. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You remind me of my boy SKZ, Neil Sean from last season. I don't think most people heard of him before that, and then he comes in the Street Fighter League, people doubting him, and then, but for him, he starts off with a bang, beating Punk. For you started off more so enclosed, I would say. Whereas now, as far as how things have progressed, you're winning far more, getting very important matches, even just beating Phenom, who is, Cammy is looking amazing. What has this journey been like for you up to this point, brother?
It has been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Because some days you lose a match that you think you will win.
Yeah.
And another day you say this is gonna be really hard, but you have to reset like the Phoenix, like you lose, but the other day you have to forget about everything and believe in yourself again. It has been really hard, but as weird as it sounds, I like the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The position you're in, you still have 1 game left to play.
Yes.
It's a must-win game, if I'm not mistaken. It's a must-win.
Yes.
So with that UYU match, right? Even if they were not to make it into the playoffs, right? I feel like they probably would still be pretty damn. If it's their last game and everything,
100%.
They'd probably still be pretty damn motivated and want to gatekeep you guys from getting into that spot. But just honestly, from an analytical standpoint, how do you match up? Like, is Cammy free this time?
I don't really know. I'm not sure about it. But what we are sure is the professionalism of NL, Oil King, and Cammy. And we want them to play at their best level because Bandits don't want to get like anything free. NL Kami is really strong. NL Ryu is really strong.
Yeah.
He has not have the luck to get the results, but you can see that he can confirm everything, and his combos are amazing. I'm a very big fan of NL, so I think for their team, they have to play at the best level because they are representing UYU, and we are representing Bandits, so we want to play good as possible as they are gonna do it, because on the other side of the table, neither of us wants to be last in the Street Fighter.
That's true. Even off of principle and pride alone.
We're professionals, you know?
Yeah.
So that's it. About strategy, right now, I'm not sure.
Well, you know, Hermes, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about how you want to represent Bandits in the right way, and you personally have been doing that up to this point, and your entire team, you, Kaba, and Mena, completely class acts as always. Very strong play displayed, and I can't wait to see what happens when that clash finally goes down. After this, it is going to be Team Bandits going head to head with UYU.
Hermes Venatori just saying the same thing, resonating with us. Just the fact that he has had, you know, quite a task here of living up to that, you know, that SFL League challenge, especially considering the competition. But he's done so each and every week. He's definitely shown some progression when it comes to not only, you know, getting even more synergized with his team, but getting those big W's that the Bandits team needs, especially if they want to make the playoffs. Hermes Venatori has definitely been holding it down, and a fine addition to this Bandits team, and just a Bandits team in general, who will definitely be fighting for their life in this week's team battle.
Kind of curious to see how UYU is going to step up to the plate, right? They had a rocky start since Season 3, right? Finally getting themselves that W, that well-earned W, I should say, and still focusing on that goal. We talked about it with Oil King in previous interviews, same with NL. NL was actually starting to feel the pressure because I don't think he's been in this kind of circumstance outside of the CPT. How often do we get to see a team tournament with these special rules in play? That had to add a lot of pressure because, you know, he's with these seasoned veterans. He understands that they know how the rules work. They understand that they've been in the ringer before, and that there's a lot more pressure. If you are the anchor and there's a lot of expectations on you, it's just like, yo, man, you've been killing it this CPT. You've been killing it throughout 2021. It's like, we're going to need you to pull through, like, big time. We need to get ourselves into the playoff position, which they still can do, right? We've talked about it.
They need this W, though. They absolutely need this W. They need this W, and that's why it's actually going to be a street fight right now.
Yeah, I think it's the perfect timing for them to finally get into the swing of things as well, because this W is absolutely needed, right? They need to take down Bandits in this week's team battles, and they need to pray that they have a better record than Vodafone Giants, which we're going to get into. We'll be able to determine that further along. But first, let's get into this interview with Oil King, with Team UYU, as well as Rob TV going down on the stage. Let's see it.
Levy Lin, Oil King, or the legs of the millennium, all of those things point to the same man, the one and only, the man right here next to me, UYU's Oil King. What's going on, brother?
I'm fine. Nice to see you again.
Yeah,
I always enjoy interviews with you from last year.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
You know, Oil King, I told you about this, but not really on camera, but like, you know, you were the one that got me, we were one of the things that got me back into going to the gym.
Oh, really?
Because we were back there getting mic'd up last year, and so you were talking about something, and you were talking about how, like, my build, and you were like, all of this looks good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, except for maybe here,
yeah,
a little
too big.
Make a little smaller.
Yeah. We're way better. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay. You always say
right.
you already charming, of course.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But if you can do, how to say, because I know you work hard in gym. You work very hard.
Yeah.
But if you can do more perfect, just like we do more perfect in
game. Yeah.
You will become better.
Yes.
You need to do that.
Oh, King, I appreciate you inspiring me like that, brother. God damn, you're such a positive influence. And that positivity has also spread to your team this year, brother. Like, you guys right now, all the way here we're at the end of the season. You only have one more game left, and you are still in the playoff picture. You know, I feel like you're just a lot more comfortable this season than you were last season, maybe. Like, it feels like this season you are far more like Oil King than you were last season. You're so confident. Can you explain that for me?
I think, after last season Street Fighter League, I know it. I know this year I will come back again.
Yeah.
So after last year, I train in my both character. Because Russia I played for a long time.
Yeah.
Of course, I train in my sets more. But the reason is why it's because I I knew I will come back again.
Yeah.
So I need at least two characters good. And just about my Lush, I just play for Lush for a long time.
So it's a second nature at this point. Like you're just normal. You're so
I just
used
know
to it.
I just know how to play it.
Yeah. Without even having to think about it as much. Yeah, and then as far as like this last match that you guys have, you're going to be going right up against Bandits.
Yes.
Now both of you are in a playoff hunt. What is the situation that's needed for you guys to qualify at this point, or to have a chance to qualify?
I think we have a chance to qualify, but I will not think too much about this.
So you're just going to make sure, okay, let the numbers play out.
I think no matter what, we just try our best to beat Bandit.
Yeah.
Last time we almost, but Mena is really good. He OCV us.
He did.
So this time we need to revenge no matter what.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's pride on the line at that point. Yeah. You have to shut them down. Well, Oil King, I feel like at this point you've clearly shown us that you are one of the better leaders that we have here. Point blank. Period. Super amazing guy, and I feel like you lead outside of the game and in the game as well, brother. Always a pleasure talking to you, and I am looking forward to your next match. Best of luck in your next match going up against Team Bandits.
And you can see how close this week has been, or actually this entire season has been. You understand the importance of getting as many W's as possible while also restricting the other team from getting any W's. If they can get a clean sweep, they might be able to make it into the top 4, depending on how Vodafone's Giants do. But again, they need the best record as possible. They need a strong win here.
You want a clean victory regardless, but when it gets to the playoffs, that's why a lot of times early in the season, you want to sweep these teams. You want to get the clean sweep 2-0 straight down the board, because once it gets to later on, you might have a 3-way tie where contention is how many rounds you won, or even to where it's so tight that there is a playoff. So having a strong win, especially going into this playoffs and still trying to make a playoff, that's what you want to happen.
So going into this match, very important one, let's talk about the bans, right? UYU actually went for the birdie to target MenaRD. Bandits actually went straight for NL and banned Cammy. The last time they met each other, UYU versus Bandits, UYU went for the Guile pick to stop stop Kaba, and Bandits went for the Rashid pick to stop Oil King.
It's odd because if you look at what's about to happen, I wonder if NL is going to be able to get the job done versus Hermes with Ryu. This is gonna be tough. But we already got our first match lined up. It's gonna be Kaba going up against Kami, a very improved player over the seasons of SFL. I can tell you that right now. His Akira has been going up levels after levels each and every week. He's definitely been playing better, and he's getting better with this character, a brand new character at that.
We talked about this Akira of his for these last couple of weeks, but going back to the stuff, it's pretty refreshing. I do like his mix-ups with the V trigger 2. That's going to be the trigger of choice, all the while maintaining V skill 1 to kind of be in the presence of Guile to kind of stuff either like a Sonic Boom or normals at a pretty long range, kind of throw a projectile of his own if need be. However, Kaba has so much control and so much discipline as to when he wants to throw out these normals at the right spacing. He understands the spacing very well. He just understands the fireball game to that degree to keep Kami guessing, which he's doing so right now, right? He's switching it up between the fireball game, going to implement these throws, and the normals.
Upside down kick 2 times. And just using a lot of that V skill to keep this neutral in control. No flash kicks just yet, but Kaba known for the control he has at the neutral. Finally gets the V skill to connect. Life Lead just slightly in favor of Kaba right now.
Oh, we're going to see a high-low
just walks
mix-up
out.
there. Yep. It's not bad. Not too bad if you're Kaba. Again, another V skill. Oh, boy. Oh, you're actually
Punish.
super punished.
Oh,
you dropped it.
Wow,
was
what a whiff
excellent.
punish. What a whiff punish on the Annihilation Sword. Still a very close round, no anti-air. Actually dashes in, not even going to be able to react with a proper anti-air.
Oh. Trigger is on deck again for Kami, but the Mad Cradle comes out a little bit antsy.
Let's go.
I don't even know how many times Kaba's actually made those kind of reads to bait somebody's uppercut, but I think he's done it a lot this round, or just, finding these spots to take it back against Kami.
Oh, wow.
Big jump in.
Finally see the jump in coming from Kaba. Throw not going to be successful this time. That's what got that offense started the first time. Big jump in here. Okay.
I like that. Yeah, going for the corner carry, dash up for the Oki, stealing frames again, or stealing turns again.
Oh, what a check. Crouching heavy kick to keep the control of the corner. Just inching forward here. You could see Kami activate on the trigger.
But the
goes
overhead
for
hits
the
this time.
overhead extension. The last one didn't work, but this one did.
Ooh, he almost
Forward
had critical
throw.
art.
And working with the CA going into this final round of the first game. What an adaptation by Kami.
That's so good, too.
Let's go.
And I like that. After the forward throw, he wanted to keep it nice and honest. Damn!
Yo, and popped the head off, too. And popped off the samurai helmet as well. Kami back to this slow-paced neutral game. Doing very well holding Kaba at bay. Not ready for the cross-up actually on the jump. That means he's not looking for...
Oh, no, the upside-down kick and the critical art. Ugh. Sonic Hurricane. Look at the amount of damage he's just taken. Now he gets to control the space. The best thing about that critical art is the space that he throws you at so that you can get your Sonic Boom game going and create that minefield. Forward throw and overhead will actually do it now.
Overhead to take that first match. Not unwinnable, it looks like. It just seems like the momentum not in his favor. Kaba really good at controlling the pace.
We saw how important that critical art was, being able to do that. It wasn't going to kill, sure, obviously, but he wanted it to start getting his control game going.
I think so far it's good, and just make sure your VGIA just simple like this, okay? You understand what I mean? I like now you use the VGIA is good, and yes, saw him. It's work. It's work. Okay, let's go.
I really like these guys talking to each other, but I need a lot more talking. Kaba gets that first game. Back to that neutral control using the V skill. Ooh.
Oh my God, the upside down kick still within range, stuffing out the V skill.
And just going back to that range where booms are a threat. Yep, just like that. Sobot back just to make him. Oh, another whiff punish on the Annihilation Sword. And just the offense working out perfectly. More booms to control the traffic.
See, at this point, is it offense or is it active defense with the Sonic Booms? Overhead blocked by Kaba. No tick throw, he just walked out of range.
Backs up, gets the boom. I think it's active defense at this point. Oh, baits the flash kick, gonna get the corner carry. Okay, gets the combo this time. No anti-air, the jump line, and it goes straight back into CA again. That is gonna take off a chunk. Okay.
And he went in hot pursuit instead of trying to back up and go for the Sonic Booms like he's doing now with the V-Shift. I like that call. Man, it's so hard to tell what Kaba is trying to do.
That active defense, man. He's always playing at that boom range where you can react with flash kick and you still have to respect that boom space.
Do you remember when he was a Ryu player?
I remember when he was a Ryu player. They ain't banning my man no more. Okay. Got the jab. Wasn't able to make anything come from it though.
Oh.
V skill works out this time.
Punishing the Sobot. Forward throw. Cool disaster. That is going to be plus the version.
Oh, that was sick. Crouching heavy kick in the boom. Oof. Ow.
Damn, the boost just going right into the yin yang. Okay, here we go. What's going to be the situation?
Oh, that was sick.
Oh, but it didn't amount to anything, unfortunately. He got the opening down below with a low medium kick, but still wasn't plus enough to get a continuation. Or maybe just mistimed it. Oh, boy.
Man, this is really tense. Just looking at Kami trying to get in while Kaba plays this defense so well. Full CA, so you can't take a hit right now. You know Kaba's going to spend it. Activates trigger. Wow, what a jab. Baby booms.
Yeah, that could have been a throw bait also.
Oh, wow, so smart.
Chipping away.
Needs to be careful. He's getting in kill range with that CA. Baby booms for a little chip. Watch the upside down kick. Full CA available. I'm surprised we don't see a reaction to Super. He's throwing a lot of booms.
At that range, dude, that's mad difficult, yo. That's 9 seconds on the clock now. Oh, boy. Chipping away. 5-knuckle shuffle.
Don't do DP. Activate.
Oh, this is great.
What just... He's going straight for the chip. He wins. Kami wins.
No, it doesn't.
I thought the Great Life adds in. I thought the Great Life was a part of the life calculation. The Kami's going to go down.
Oh, man.
I do like the choice, though, because look, once again, I feel like once the clock gets to like 10 seconds in Street Fighter, it speeds up. So I'm looking at the series, and every second is counting down. That's going to be 2-0 for Kaba, and I feel like that the pace of that game really just disrupted what Kami was trying to get accomplished there.
There was something about the rhythm that Kaba was playing.
Yeah.
Like, he kept it so ambiguous as to when he wanted to get the boom traps going, dash in and throw normals, upside down kicks. There's just a lot, and controlling that space with the heavier normals is Kaba's specialty. I think, Kami had some good ideas, but took a lot of free damage from the chip, from the boom, as well as, you know, trying to dodge it and then going into the Annihilation Sword and lose that momentum. I felt like it was one step forward, two step back in terms of like the neutral play from Kami, but that's just how it is when it comes to Guile. It's like, it's not even just like a knock to Kami, it's just how well Kaba played.
But if NL can make something happen here, going up against Hermes, who will not be able to play Cammy at this point.
That's actually going to be kind of interesting. Both players not allowed to use their mains. I didn't see that coming. I just thought about it right now. You know, Bandits banning Cammy is like, oh, Hermes is now forced to use this Kage.
We've seen the Kage early in the season. We've seen
one
the Kage,
time,
right?
And man, was it explosive.
It was pretty explosive. It was really scary.
Yeah, it came down to the wire where he was got a knockdown off of an EX uppercut, dashed up and tried to do EX overhead. It just was there was no,
that's true.
There was not enough time for him to actually get anything off of that because there was a backdash on wake up on defense. But it was a cool attempt. I'll say that. It was a nice little refresher in seeing Kage out in the field.
All right, back to this footsie game.
So yeah, NL rocking with the Akuma, a character that he's used a handful of times. I feel like from before the big changes.
Oh yeah,
for Akuma, they weren't big as in like, you know, he's a worse character now, like severely nerfed or whatever. But he's still like hard to manage because there's so many options that Akuma has.
That, and I feel like you're still able to do all these things with Akuma, just not as effectively, right? They've definitely kind of toned him, so you have to be a lot more precise. Speaking of precise, that medium kick confirmed in the Tatsu, back to the mids. Oh no. Yeah, bad Tatsu there. Block on the EX. NL with the advantage. Gets the crush counter sweep. Yep, that is going to give you a combo now.
OTG. Forward throw now. Stun is imminent. Activation here from NL. Not press a button. Or actually, you might even get Demon.
Yeah, Demon is on the table, actually. Man, this is so tense. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Man, he is moving.
Oh!
Eats a fireball. He can chip out now. I'm looking for it. I wouldn't even play with it. Red fireballs giving you a little chip damage. Crush.
Oh, muy bueno, muy bueno. Están que fuseando contigo. Tú eres el mejor en el neutral. No fuseen, tú le partes la boca.
Le partiste toda la boca.
If you really don't cash out a lot of times, since you have to chip out with CA, you think about like managing the resources, right? You're like, man, do I spend it here? Do I wait?
I feel that. Get that chip. NL. All right, so into this corner now. Well, I like that. The uppercut to bust out possibly a throw that was coming in from NL. Very gutsy read from Hermes that paid off.
Oh, no, nothing right there. That whiff right in front of his face. Crosscut DP this time. Found success in the first game with that cross-up from Kage. Oh. I was about to call him Evil Ryu.
I mean, you might as well.
Yeah.
And you see Hermes just trying to... He's trying to catch one of Akuma's buttons with some of these heavier buttons, these haymakers, if you will. But I don't know. That's a lot of data for NL. He might be whiff punishing soon. I do like the activation, though, coming in from Hermes to kind of intimidate this space. He does have access to the red fireball.
Wow.
Also an enhanced V-skill, too.
Oh, big damage on the table right there. NL in trouble. Big counter hit.
Stunned?
Yeah, he's stunned. He's dead. He might be dead, bro.
There's way too much scaling involved. The reset.
Activate. Oh, that's dead.
Oh, you're actually dead.
Spins it all. Big spender. Big spender. That's how you get the winner. Okay. All right.
That's what he needs to do, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that's what was supposed to happen in the first round. Because if it was me, I would have chipped you out, but you would have blocked that fireball. I want that round. Spinning that C8.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Hermes Venatori still has at least the bar advantage. What?
Wow.
A whiff punish against the medium kick? That was nice. Yo, NL was looking for the counter poke. Hermes Venatori 2 steps ahead. And look at him just standing his ground. Not even going to give him the time of day to even get some estate on him, but...
Yeah, he's looking for something, right? But those jump ins have been pretty spot on as well. Oh, air trade. Life lead in favor of Hermes right now. Kage, low forward into the fireball. Oh, wow. And just...
No confirm.
Activate. Forward throw. NL's going to need a series here.
Raw activation. Plus frames afterwards. Forward throw. He could do it again if he wanted to. Oh, he caught him in air! Oh, reeled back in his seat. He's like,
pero tú eres loco.
Sigue haciendo tu juego, que la manera de él jugar es muy chévere, o sea, él lo está haciendo en especial.
Sí, ese tigre no hay forma.
Entonces cada vez que tú le das, tú le quitas como 700.
Okay, understand.
UYU, we don't care. You understand what I mean? I think in the end he will jump or dash or something. You don't need to just go. You can wait too.
Okay.
But if you want go, I think you can go and block. He will just buffer the button and the ES tattoo. You understand what I mean? If you want to go, you can go and block. I want you use more crouching medium key and stand heavy punch. You don't.
Thank you. Now he's. Can you hear me? Right now he's walking a lot. Try more crouch medium kick. Okay, confirm.
Okay, let's go.
Round 1. Fight.
Damn, he didn't do the code. All right, anyways, into the matchup at hand. Hermes Venatori already getting opened up pretty early, but still has one game over NL. The crosscut DP definitely there from NL, pursuing afterwards. Plus straight from the crouching medium punch, but still Hermes finding a time to press a button, but NL's all over it now.
Ooh, V-shift almost has something big there. Hermes Venatori, life deficit on his side at this point. NL playing a lot sharper, confirmed with the low forward. Wake up EX and was really close to stun, but now that's not on the window.
That hit!
Oh, wake up. Taking a page out of Samurai's book, it looks like.
Who stole whose book?
Who stole whose book?
I feel like they took Tokido's book and split it in half.
I mean, look, why wouldn't you? You got to take the secret scroll, split it in half, divide it among the remaining Akuma players.
How many books are there? Legend of the 10 books. What?
Oh. Target.
Yeah, blocking that target combo. Trying to get his own started, actually, with the Fierce.
Small jab there. I will say, one of the things Hermes has been doing very well is counter-poking NL to death.
Plus, oh, that's not.
You're stunned.
He tried to interrupt thinking it was going to be a heavier act. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Oh, no. What was that?
And triggers on the table now.
I'm going to be honest.
I don't know what happened.
What the heck was that?
I don't know. I don't know. We backed up.
Maybe he gave him the mercy rule. That's not what happened. That's definitely got to be like an overlap human error, if you will.
It's definitely human error. He just backed up.
Didn't mean to do it. It happens.
NL just overextending a bit. Oh,
that was
I'm
sick.
out. I'm out.
I learned this from you, you fool.
Also, you got to be careful. Chip is definitely a factor. You can't get hit again, Kage. It doesn't.
Sick.
Oh, and he spent that meter. That means he's in trouble. If he gets hit, you know NL's going to confirm that was a whiff punish, and there is the whiff punish. There is the CANL gets a match on the board, and that was looking scary because we've seen Hermes pull back some of these matches with Kage, major damage, and you got to remember, Akuma doesn't have that much life.
Y nada, eso fue ahí ese error, que saltaste para atrás.
Y recuerda lo de la defensa, que ahí tiraste un throw y tú podías coger un metrallón ahí.
Sí, tú podías coger un throw chill.
Exacto. Iba a zumbar.
Pointing out some of the positives and the negatives in his gameplay.
But
you needs to hear it sometimes.
And you have to remember, all these guys definitely trust each other's gameplay, right? They all trust each other's gameplay. So I understand possibly not talking and interrupting the thought process. But sometimes it's always good to hear a voice, man. Break up that silence. Give yourself some fresh thoughts. Change the perspective. It might add something to the game. Chipping away with these red fireballs, and now you see NL looking a little more poised in the neutral. Dashing up, gets the counter hit
this
confirmed.
Is a whole different. You could just feel the rhythm.
Feel it. You can definitely feel
on
it.
The side of NL.
And Hermes did too. Interrupt. There's the forward throw. Life just about even. Jab punish.
Thinking he got the confirm. Committed to the Tatsu after the low forward.
Oh,
big
there's the whiff punish. Not dead yet.
Very close to it. Crouching medium punch is gonna be the killer. And we see NL at match point, taking it all away from Hermes. In terms of the momentum, we still kind of chime back to that last round. Hermes could have pretty much sealed the deal. I feel like, he could have got himself that match point, put NL under pressure, but that jump back, it's still ringing toward.
I'm not sure what that was, but sometimes you have those lapse in judgment, backing up just instead.
It's just out of all times to do it.
Yeah, right? Maybe he wasn't paying attention. That does happen to me sometimes. I get the hit and I'm not paying attention to the stun. That's definitely happened to me before. I'm so entrenched in the game. Oh, wow. What a whiff punish. Hermes.
Oh, still with his life lead game, but he cannot be overzealous with it, right? If he tries to outpoke NL, it's outside of range. Best believe NL is going to whiff punish it. Oh,
yo, that's the same. That's the same for NL, though. Oh, he exit? No, just goes for the regular. Keeps the meter back throw. Uh-oh. And backs up.
Finds the activation route.
You got to be careful. You really need to be careful. Activating trigger here is could be very dangerous on the side of NL.
Oh, he's gonna.
Makes it safe, yeah. But he spends the rest of his trigger.
Oh my God! He knew that NL was gonna go for the activation. You saw that movement. You saw the startup of sweep actually come out. Hermes counter poking with the crouching medium punch, getting that activity earlier. Big counter hit and a big round.
Tatsu to get through. Oh, that's big damage. Big damage. Goes for the neutral jump. That's the damage cash out option. And look at the meter still there. We're getting close to getting a confident hit, and it might be the end of this game, but don't count out Hermes. Oh, the counter.
God.
Oh, you're dead. That's game, bro. Oh my gosh.
Didn't even need the critical arc.
2-1 going to NL, keeping the hopes alive of this UYU team, and he's going to rotate to the back of the queue, ties up this team battle here. It's going to go down to MenaRD and Oil King. MenaRD not going to be able to use that birdie. However, we know Sakura is just as willing and ready to take this challenge. However, Oil King could play Rashid. Oil King could play Seth. I know MenaRD has the experience, but it is not going to be easy at all. If we see the NL that we saw playing Panda, this is not going to be easy. My man was not letting you do anything. There was no space. Twitching. Just.
When you take a look at the previous record from Week 7 against UYU and Bandits, MenaRD was actually put last as the anchor. This is the second week that he's doing so, and managed to get an OCV. 2-0 over Oil King, 2-0 over NL, 2-0 over Kami too. So.
We know Mena is always thriving, trying to get better. Definitely needs this victory if they want to go into the playoffs. Mena's got a big smile laughing on his face, but he's got to get through Oil King, and Oil King ain't smiling.
As serious as ever, Oil King with... he still has NL beside him, so it's going to be a little less pressure, but going up against someone like MenaRD, Capcom Cup champion, it's going to be very interesting to see Oil King now fully unleashed in this matchup. The last time he met up against MenaRD, he fell short, but the tables have turned. That's the best part about the round robin. Can't ban the same character twice. Here we go. Oil King starting things off with the whirlwind shot, making sure that MenaRD
he's doing it. He's doing. Look at the Twitchy. Look at the Twitchy, bro.
Twitchy McTwitcherson. That's what they called him in high school. I get it.
Stand medium kick to control the range. Backdash to get out of there. Look at that. Look at the... Bro, this is the scary Oil King. How do you open this up? No anti-air. Holding the ground with the offense, with the defense. Excuse me. Trying to go for the throw. Not in range. And you can see Mena's reaching right now. Heavy neutral being playing. The footsies is looking strong. Gets the hit. Quick interrupt. Mena not want to take that follow-up or the pressure. Not a combo. Wow. I think he grabbed the normal there.
Possibly. Oh, this is going to be tough, right? Yeah, extra damage. It's going to be a lot of damage, actually.
Real close to stun. Woke up, stand, light kick, activate.
Sick. Out of the corner, too. Yes, sir. Forward medium punch into the spinning mixer.
Watch for the EX. Plus, and he still hit a button.
It was at a different
angle. Venga, hombre, que aquí no cogemos lo que era. Venga. Está tirando de que lo que era aquí.
That was great for MenaRD.
Gets the bait.
That is definitely the classic. Oh! Okay. HP spinning mixer. I was actually concerned.
Damage? Damage.
I was hoping he would get like a side switch at least.
Fourth throw. NL turning up the offense.
Oh, dashing up again. MenaRD taking advantage of the walk speed and just the speed overall of Sakura to get this trigger activation now, or at least this scenario. Roundhouse to check afterwards. Yes, sir. You can't follow suit.
Can't hit a button there. Big damage.
Back in this stun situation. Wake up buttons again. Same situation.
Aquí no cogemos lo que era. Aquí no cogemos lo que era.
Trying to hit a button. Really needs
Aquí no van a tirar de que lo que era. No, vaya para allá, para allá. Tirar de que la loquera esa. Porque aquí andamos en esa vaina.
Este tipo está loco, güey.
MenaRD taking game one. Slight mishap for Oil King.
The throw. Not being able to react to that throw. You would have to play a little bit further out, but you can see him use that standing medium kick, which is a great option. Mena loves going back to that throw at the up close range because Sakura's walk speed is really, really disarming. It's really going to keep you on your toes. And her having that fireball with a mixture of the crouch and medium kick, which you need to be aware of.
Her normals are so good, and so is her damage and Oki situations. Not going to spend any of the bar. Doesn't want to yet. The throw was going to be the kill. And we talked about some of the best normals in the game. Some of the best buffable normals. Sakura is just pretty much up there with G, I feel like. With that stand short into the uppercut, you get meter, you get damage, you get Oki.
And once again, Mena is not respecting anything. He's literally hitting a button after almost every instance to keep Oil King on the ropes, and this is not looking good at all for UYU or Oil King or Rashid. Out of the corner, and there's another throw once again, and it goes right back to that medium punch. And just that throw strike game is so strong with Mena right now. So strong in this matchup.
Oh, -4. I think Sakura definitely would have been able to, but I think MenaRD was looking for the activation, so he didn't do it. He didn't throw out the light. Oh boy.
Gets the counter hit, cross up this time.
Tricky.
Plenty of trigger too.
Oh, that's gonna hit. Oh, stun it imminent. EX uppercut, MenaRD.
Triggers there. 2-0, and this is not a good look. NL coming back up. And I'm going to tell you right now, Bandits trying to cash that ticket. They're definitely trying to get to the playoffs. We're going into overtime, but everything relies on none other than NL. And he's got to beat Kaba and Mena.
That's going to be kind of tough. With Akuma. Without that Cammy.
And in the DR, they have quite the Akuma. Just saying. NL going to be the last line, the last player for UYU that could potentially swing this in their favor. I'm not too sure about the numbers yet on what could happen here for UYU versus Bandits when it comes to the playoff picture, but the team battle isn't over just yet. If NL can take out Kaba, we can start talking about the Mena, but let's talk about Kaba versus NL first.
Sure.
This is a full-powered Kaba. He's going to have Guile going up against NL and the Akuma.
It's tough.
That's tough.
I think, Akuma can definitely take on this matchup, without a doubt. But there's just something about NL's Cammy that is way more explosive. Right? He's been a very aggressive player this year, and it's having to slow it down and kind of really make these micro decisions at every pace of the game. It's kind of tough because you don't want to get hit. You don't want to get blown up with Akuma.
All right, here we go. The last breath, possibly.
Man,
of UYU.
The black and red?
Man, the UYU outfits on the Street Fighter characters, as well as the NASA ones, just a fine addition, man. One of the coolest things.
I definitely use both still. Here we go. It's going to be do or die time for NL and Team UYU. Kaba is looking to end it right here and now and possibly clinch that 4th place spot in the playoffs.
Trying to get another throw. Kaba known for just holding back and being just slightly out of that throw range.
Oh, you thought you could parry? Oh, you thought you could roundhouse me? Get out of here.
Oh, no flash kick and no blocking from Kaba in the corner. Activate off the block, sweet baby boom.
He
tried to get the parry.
It.
Oh, big jump in. You better spend it all. Not death yet, though. The delayed, staggered offense coming from NL is going to take that first round pretty clean.
Can we talk about the risk-reward decision-making coming in from NL? He knew that Kaba had more than enough meter to let at least one EX flash kick rip, but he still applied pressure. He was like, you know what? I want you to waste this meter. I'm in the corner. I have the life lead. You can go ahead. You can just try to, take away the momentum, but the way that I swarmed you in round 1, I could do so again.
Upside down kick confirmed to the flash kick. Kaba's neutral, putting him in range of these throws from NL. NL playing very, very compact right now, but still playing a little risky, looking for this parry. We saw it in the first game. Goes for a jump, and now Kaba woke up with the flash kick. No side switch and trigger. Full CA on the side of NL. Activate. Forward throw again. Getting into kill range. No, confirm. There's the activation after the block boom. This is going to be a chance for Kaba. Duck walk a little bit.
A little too high off the...
Demon in the dark. The first time I see the laser eyes is from NL and the Akuma. Game number 1. And you can still see the UYU swivel through the side. Let's go.
That is actually sick. I didn't even notice that. That was tight. That would have actually been sick. Like instead of the emblem in the back, it was just said like the team logo.
Oh wow, that'd be cheap.
That'd be broken.
Nah, bro, you gotta pay extra for that.
That's actually broken.
Tatsu. Oof, crouching heavy punch. Or target, gonna get the follow up and the stun on top of it. Gets a little meter. Fireball. Heavy punch DP to close out. This is looking good in the second round.
Look at him swarming him already. So many plus frames. Crouching strong everywhere.
Finally getting the parry 2 times over, and Kaba is looking stuck in this corner. Goes for the target. Back throw. This is good news.
Just fell into his arms on that one. Sonic Boom to control this momentum, right? He just wants to keep NL in this corner as much as possible. He's not even trying to back up for
Get out of the corner.
Vamos, Kaba, vamos. Ahí que tú eres duro. Vamos arriba. ¿Qué pasa?
El cuarteto, 4
Vamos. Let's go.
Well, how often do we get to see that KO?
We really don't. We really don't. I mean, even just to see that hit. The fact that we saw Hermes actually do the OTG crush counter combo with Kage was actually sick. All right, Tatsu once again. This is actually looking good for NL, or else it was. Medium punch, offense coming alive for Kaba.
We're seeing this kind of game, this back and forth game from Kaba. Finally actually getting himself started. He doesn't get swarmed that early in the round, 70 seconds in, right? He has a ridiculous life lead. What was different this time?
Oh, dash up jab, getting corner control here, gets the sweep, looking for the activation, not in range. Like I said, Kaba likes to hold back.
¡Ay, sí, chato!
Lárgate.
Se jodió ya, no pasa ya.
Vete de ahí.
Ya, llegó el Kaba.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, what was it about Kaba's playstyle that kind of hindered NL or actually prevented him from moving forward? I don't even know how much of the booms were that much of a threat.
It really wasn't. It was just the normals. Kaba likes to move back, puts a burning straight there sometimes, and just the use of his upside down kick and his target combos, and not spending any meter there. I like that, conserving it. Oh, flash kick finally finds his mark.
That's
Still in the corner, though. My man NL woke up and just jumped forward. Like, nah, bro.
Back in. That's exactly why he wasn't afraid of it in the first place.
Oh,
but
activate.
you should
This
be
isn't
afraid
good.
of this.
Are you going to spend it, or are you going to look for the reset to get the kill? Typically goes for a throw, goes for the strong up close, that medium punch.
Now he has full critical art. He could probably get a confirm.
NL playing a dangerous range right now, because if he gets the confirm, Akuma is going to be dead. Also, Kaba in the same restraint. If he gets confirmed into super from NL at this point, he will be dead. And triggers on the table. Activate after the block sweep, goes for the pressure instead. Takes away a little chip. Tiger knee. Oh, you see, that could have been it. That could have been it. Dash up.
You're going to
medium
dash up in
punch.
front of his face. He has full critical art.
Oh
Brave
my
man.
God. Oh my,
It's
what
too
are they
close.
doing?
It's too close. That's it. NL taking out Kaba. We're going down to actual overtime. NL versus MenaRD is coming right up. Man, that was way too close. That could have been either way with how close they were playing against each other.
So, with that being said, that was 2-0, right?
Yeah, in that last instance, I feel like, Kaba still could have gotten something against NL to survive, but that wasn't the case in that match.
If you block, can you hear me? Oh, I think he can. If you block his stand medium punch, he will want to walk and soul. So you can walk back and do whatever you want. You know what I mean?
NL getting some words of advice from his team.
I miss seeing the look into the notes on your phone before the match. Is that weird to say?
No, it's not.
I miss seeing it.
It's not. That's how you know who you're dealing with. These guys are professionals.
They have notes on the specific player, then they have notes about the character.
Right? Vodafone Giants sitting in the background. They're paying close attention to this.
They definitely want Bandits to win if you're looking at it statistically, right? They're hoping that Bandits gets the W. Or sorry, that UYU gets the W. My mistake.
Yeah.
My mistake. I meant to say UYU.
Here we go. Final team battle in the OT here is going to be Bandits versus UYU. It's also going to be Akuma versus Sakura from NL. NL with this Akuma looking sharp. Oh, dive kick.
Oh, that was at the shins, too.
Bro, what a check by MenaRD in the Sakura. Jump in.
Boy.
Look at the damage, though. Activate on the trigger as well.
Trigger 2. Sakura Otoshi and the stun. There's going to be a good amount of damage as well. Hey.
Damn, that's some damage. Activate, nah.
Está bien.
You know better than that, NL. You know better than that, NL. But you got to spend it sometimes. Sometimes you got to gamble it. I don't blame you. Risk reward.
Oh, boy.
Forward throw.
Fireball check. The roundhouse, that was like the edge. You just got hit by it
Yeah,
raw?
he got hit by it raw. NL needs to do something here. Because Mena is getting a lot of disrespectful with some of these options he's going for. And maybe NL just playing a little shook. Ooh, dive kick. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Big damage. Oh, you might be dead. Oh, you're definitely dead. You do damage, I do damage too. And I'm going to keep these bars on top of it.
Two
EXs on both sides, right? NL working on a full CA. 1 round apiece. This has been a quick first match.
What a time to actually read the fireball. That was good. Back throw now from NL, closer to the corner. Still trying to fire away. A lot of counter poking coming in from MenaRD. That's going to be a big signal for NL to start letting these fireballs rip. Oh, no, back heavy punch. He was in the midst of trying to figure out an anti-air. You saw it.
Uh-oh, forward throw.
He was deliberating for
another
again.
forward throw. EX. Just waits for the reaction after the V shift. I like that idea. Life lead in favor of Mena. What a whiff punish on the stand medium kick with the stand heavy kick.
That's so slow. It's like, how did you know?
Mena's really good at just wow.
What? And then push it to the other side.
Hit it on the top of the head. Activate. Oh, what an air-to-air and the knockdown. Not in kill range. The jump. Forward throw in kill range now. Confirm will actually do it for NL. But if Mena gets this hit, triggers there. Raw CA with the reaction to the fireball. Akuma says no, thank you. And he still ate the hit. Got up. Show you my back. Yo, even Rob TV out there popping off. And look at Team Bandits. Head in knees right now. It's like it's an earthquake drill, bro.
Hermes
it's like it's an earthquake
tucking
drill.
in already. There's no time to tuck and roll. You got to root for your boy.
Right? Ooh, what a confirm.
It was only game number 1.
Right? Bandit still has a chance here. Mena has been playing pretty good all season, right? This team not in the best standings, but Mena has definitely been a pillar of what this team's been able to accomplish. And still a pillar right now, considering that a lot of their tournament life depends on some of the things happening, especially this big whiff punish by Mena.
EX uppercut finds the target this time. That has been the bane of his, or actually one of the downfalls in one of his rounds, but
working out this time, and he got the side switch. This is one of the areas that Mena has typically been in control in this corner, and now it's switched. The backup as well, uses the rest of trigger, needs to be careful, gets the meaty with the crouching medium punch before trigger, full EX on the side. If he takes a hit, what a stand-like kick interrupt, and here comes Mena. Activate the trigger.
Yes, sir. We're gonna see if we can open him up. If he does, he's gonna kill because there's a lot of damage coming in from trigger 2, being able to combo special into special. We'll see if NL overcommits. No whiff punishes at all, but dang, that could have been so close. MenaRD also on the verge of
crouching heavy punch. Actually catches him reaching. He's not dead in the forward throw.
Nice,
One more round, and you see Mena instantly go to the head scratch. He is in trouble. A 2-0 victory here will be huge, and I am seriously wondering what that's going to do to the standings. I really want to know. Crouching medium punch, dash up.
Oh boy, he's as aggressive as ever, but will NL fire back with an EX uppercut? No, sir. The stun is going to be there. There's going to be a gang of damage coming in, but he's not dead yet. Oh, reset scenario.
And he's
got
got
what
triggered.
he wanted.
Oh, counter hit. Wait a minute. Excuse me, not counter hit, just meaty. And the side switch with the EX demon flip.
Minus.
Oh, it actually finds its mark. No. Trigger still there.
You could actually stun.
Oh,
he gets the stun. That's going to be it. UYU is going to have more than enough to burn.
Oh, my God. NL takes it over MenaRD. What a return to form, and it wasn't even with the Cammy. Wow. Wow and wow. NL takes it over Bandits, and I'm going to tell you right now, what a match. The last week of regular play here, where playoff is on the line. The playoffs is where you want to be. You want to be in the stands for that. You need to be able to win. NL was the person they were looking for to do it, and he delivers. And one of the things that's different from last week and any other week is this team was talking to each other. Both Kami and Oil King were giving them words of encouragement, and on top of that, just the fact that NL did it without the Cammy versus these guys, bro. It's always been something about the Akuma. It's just the game itself has made it a little harder to make sure Akuma is as effective, right? The fact that NL went back to this character and got the W says a lot about his resolve right now, because damn, that was an important victory for UYU, but we still need to check the standings to see what this means for the potential layout.
Here's what happens, right? Even if Vodafone Giants happens to lose, you still have to go towards a differential. That's the scariest thing about it. Like UYU could possibly, you know, make it back in there, but if Vodafone Giants get blown out, like no wins at all, there's a pretty fair shot. That's the scariest thing about it. We won't know until it's over.
It's gonna come down to games and rounds, people. And if once again, if there's a tie on game and rounds, boy oh boy, we got ourselves a playoff. Oh, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want to see them fight for it.
We were talking about it earlier. You know, Vodafone Giants were in the back just hoping that UYU would get the W. Now it's on them to see how they perform against Nordavind. So I can't express my gratitude enough towards both of these teams. Actually, all of these teams playing their hearts out. Again, MenaRD definitely feeling it. Hermes as well as Kaba. Had they gotten that W, they would have definitely been in a very decent shot to get into that 4th place position. A higher percentage in comparison to UYU. But that's just how close it is. We've already expressed it at the beginning of this week's team battles. We've already expressed it, you know, as we got into it. But one thing is for certain. Astro being a huge supporter of Street Fighter League Season 4. We could not do this without them being a huge supporter of the FGC as well for 10 years, backing all these players with an A40 headset being the official headset and mix amp here of Street Fighter League.
Yeah, those customizable speaker tags, you actually saw it there for the UYU squad, as well as those swappable boom mics where you can hear all that player info and these guys talking to each other is compliments of Astro, and they have been holding down Street Fighter League Season 4, like Vicious said, as the official headset and mix-up. Make sure you can get your very own. Go to the Twitch panel down below and click and get your very own A40 headsets. But with that being said, I would love to hear what the UYU squad has to say right now. Hollywood, Rob TV on the stage with Oil King.
If you are a fan of Bandits, then this team right here is a grim reaper of dreams. On the flip side, if you're a fan of the Giants, then of course this team is a giver of dreams, as in this case, they gate-kept the Bandits from making it into the playoffs, and they went out with a bang. Yo, I heard you say that these guys might owe you guys some, they might owe you some dinner at this point.
I think maybe, but you know, we win not for land.
Yeah.
We win for us, for our team.
Yeah.
I think today, okay, how to say that? Okay, this season, the whole Street Fighter League for UYU already finished.
Yeah.
But you know, for how to say, in the future, we still have so many events. We need to join. UYU need to join.
Yes.
So we look forward. Today, we beat Bandits. We are happy. Also, we sad because we cannot join the playoff. But I mean, it's almost. Because I think the score, I'm not sure yet, but if nobody beat Vodafone Giants, the score is same. It's 4-6. UYU and Vodafone, but just we need to keep going, you know. But I will say about today the matchup. You see the guy, even today he don't play the Kami. He's 100%. Did you see the ES Fireball?
I think that can we check NL stick, bro? How did he just react to that fast?
One button super. Maybe we should check.
Yeah, I don't know if it really should be even fair for him to do something like that. That was absolutely amazing. And as far as this overall season, man, I feel like you guys' team came in with the most pressure out of all of the teams, depending on which way that you look at it. And I feel like you guys stepped up to the plate and actually put on such a far better performance in this season. And you know, just what was this whole journey for you like, NL? The team UYU as a whole. How was Street Fighter League up to this point?
I mean, just like beginning, I say, okay, I think this year UYU did better than last year, right?
Yeah.
But it's not enough. But I think we will be fine. We will come back again. You know what? Last season, we even can win any game. This season we got 4-6.
Yeah.
Next season we got A2. I promise all you fans,
yeah.
UYU support, promise all my teammates, we will come back again and become more strong and stronger.
Oil King, I appreciate you so much, brother. Much love to your whole team, the entire team of UYU. Called me, put on an amazing performance, and showed his brand new level. NL, of course, again showing exactly just how amazing he is. And Oil King, an amazing captain. You heard it here first. UYU coming back with at least the 8-2 next season of Street Fighter League. Ladies and gentlemen, the action does not stop here. As you have heard, these teams behind us will be giving us some more amazing scraps as we have the Vodafone Giants going head-to-head with Team Nordavind after this break.
go too far. Please forgive me.
Riders have to strike out on their own.
Let's do this!
We have ourselves the final team battle of regular season play here at Street Fighter League Season 4. As long as Tasty Steve gets to stretch and flex, you best believe there's going to be some good Street Fighter. Vicious here with Tasty Steve as always, man. Break it down for the folks at home. What's actually at stake here for the playoffs?
So Nordavind going up against the Giants. This is still going to be a big one. Nordavind has already secured their spot.
If Vodafone Giants happens to falter against Nordavind, there's going to be some significant calculations being made to see whether or not UYU takes it over in the 4th place. However, if Vodafone Giants successfully take down Nordavind, it's going to go down to a 3-way tie to determine the seeding into the playoffs, which is absolutely crucial.
Well, we have our mathematicians, our statisticians in the back calculating everything that needs to happen so we can see how these numbers are going to play out, because it very much is a tie at this point. And this is definitely the toughest season of Street Fighter League to date. On top of that, with the strongest teams, you can see these guys sitting in the stands, waiting, wanting each other to lose. I'm really interested to see what these teams are thinking going into this last team battle before the playoffs, especially with so much on the line.
Yeah, we actually get that insight with Rob TV standing by with Luffy, who is fully unleashed for this final team battle. Let's take a look.
We are here with a Street Fighter 4 Evo champion and one of the best Street Fighter 5 players there is. And of course, here at Street Fighter League, most importantly, because the past is the past. Right now, one of the most hot players, one of the most informed players that we have. Luffy, what's going on, brother?
Well, I'm fine. We almost, I think we are basically safe for the playoff. We still have one match left, which is Giants, which is the hardest match for us, matchup-wise. And but this time I have Mika, but Crimson has Ildasim.
Yeah.
And the two last time I played him, I actually lost at the last round.
Yeah.
But
those were longer sets, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was tougher for Mika.
Yeah. But we'll see in first two what we can do. But don't forget, I don't forget they still have Vega Patch and Infectious too. But we'll do our best to have a good mood, like getting a win before the playoff.
Yeah, that's an interesting point.
Will
momentum
put us momentum. Will put us in a good vibe.
Of course, you guys are you're qualified right now. So the regular season matches aren't going to mean quite as much outside of a momentum standpoint. I mean, I guess it could mean something as far as which other teams make it into the playoffs. Right now, the only secure teams are Nasser, yourself, Team Nordavind, and Panda after they got that win there. So when it comes to Team Bandits and Team Giants, would you care who made it in out of those two?
Oh, of course.
So you think one of them is more difficult to fight?
Of course, yeah. Like as I said earlier, like Team Giants is very hard because
it's the character matchup.
Character matchup is very hard, and we know in the playoff most people are gonna ban Mika after what happened in this half. So I will have to play Colin, and having to play Colin against Vega Patch, Crimson, and I mean it's still my secondary, and my secondary is definitely not as sharp as my main.
Well, now that you are, qualified, would you consider maybe even for this last game here, just using the Colleen regardless, just to get the extra practice in? Or but at the same time, you want to keep Giants out of the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to do your best.
Yeah. So I actually thought about using Colin to warm up. But in the end, if I pick Mika and if I beat them, they are out of the tournament, which is better for me by the future of the tournament. But I think I will mostly play Mika against Giants because I know it will be my last time playing Mika at the SFL.
Okay. Well, of course, Luffy, your Mika up to this point has been amazing. Even before Street Fighter League, the amount of accolades you have is out of this world. But it's always nice to see the champions always show people that again and again and again they can prove it. And we are going to see exactly how strong it is just one last time, perhaps, in this next match with Team Nordavind going head-to-head with the Giants.
With that energy, I'd imagine they're looking to stomp on the Vodafone Giants as much as possible.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, in all honesty, we already said that some of these teams have already secured. We saw Nasser play last week. They were already secured. That didn't stop them from pulling any punches. I would suspect things not be the same here. But the Giants, one, they have to face off against an unleashed Luffy. They do have the Dawson, which is good, right? They do have the Dawson, which is good. Infectious still there at full power as well. But Nordavind really does seem like they have a plan going forward, especially because Luffy is so strong. But their playoff hopes are in danger. I would love to know what Mr. Crimson thinks. He's on the stage right now with Hollywood Rob TV.
My God, Mr. Crimson, one of the smoothest, most suave guys in the entire league, the one and only. How's it going, brother?
Really good.
Yo,
really good.
Mr. Crimson, let's see if you got the all black on today, man. So far, I've only seen you guys go with the red. You switched it up on them.
Mr. Black Sun, we can say that.
Oh, I like that. Respect. You know, the black on the black, you know what I mean? The zero dark 30 on the melanin, always a good choice. And in this case, man, you guys, you don't have many choices left right now. You need to win. I'm not gonna say it's an automatic thing, but you had two matches. You just had to fight against Team Nasser, the top team in the league. And then now you're going to be fighting up against Team Nordavind, another one of the, those are two teams that are already have already clinched their spots. I talked to Luffy earlier, and he tells me that he specifically wants to keep you guys out of the playoffs because he thinks that it's a rough matchup for them, like character-wise and everything, like Dawson versus Mika, even though he probably wouldn't have Mika. But just, the Fong, all of that, he thinks it's a rough character matchup for them. So have you guys been aware of that like, teams, even though teams may already be qualified, some of these guys might want to specifically gatekeep you?
Yeah, of course, I understand this is a strategy that you have to have if it's this kind of format. But I think, everything can happen. We can lose even if we have the advantage. We can win even on hard team. Even if we play Nasser, we can win. This is first to two, SF5. Don't underestimate anybody.
Okay, last thing I would like to ask you about, as far as your teammates, I feel like Infectious for sure has the most experience at this level now. But with Vega Patch, his personality is the most different out of all of you guys. Actually, out of all of the players here, actually out of everybody in the building, the camera people and everything, he's a unique guy. He's a unique guy.
Yeah.
Do you think that's kind of like, yo, just keep doing you know, let that stuff rock? Or do you think that in a clutch situation like this, like, do you think that you guys have to coach him up in a way to like rein him in and make sure he's comfortable in such a big match?
Yeah, I want him to be who he is. Like, he's really emotional and demonstrative and stuff, and that's what we like actually. I'm enjoying so much to watch him play. Infectious same.
Vamos!
And we are also, yeah, exactly. We are already different, and that's why I think I have the best teammate in the world thing, honestly.
Oh, how nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you guys that the man was smooth, even with his own teammates. Right now, they are in an extremely tight spot. We're about to see one of the most high pressure, one of the most important matches of the entire season. If the Giants can get it done, they are officially in the playoffs, and if not, then their fate hangs in the balance. What will happen? Well, we don't really gotta wait to find out, because after this, we are going to have the Vodafone Giants going head-to-head with Team Nordavind.
Now, we've been watching the Giants all season talk about how calculated they are when it comes to these matches. It's very odd, not strange. It's not even odd at all. It's just it's a coincidence that it came down to them having to win this match to make it to the playoffs, right? They need to beat Nordavind to make it to the playoffs. And it's strange. It's not even strange. It's just a hard position to be in because you have to fight Luffy at full power.
And considering what happened in the first round robin or the first half, they had such a strong presence in the top 3 spots. And seeing them in this particular position is a very scary one, because if they happen to falter, granted, they did pretty much demolish Nordavind in their first encounter. I'm not going to say it any other way. It was 3 straight matches, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. I feel like they can reenact those results or kind of claim those results again over Nordavind, but it's a different story with two different bands on the table. I know you harped on it just a little bit. Who did the bands go towards this time around?
So Nordavind banned Fong this time around. So that means Vega Patch is actually, he really has his work cut out for him, and that is a major blow to that team. Of course, the Giants, they banned Karen. Now, that's not the worst thing for Nordavind at this point, because we've seen Phenom playing that Cammy, and he beat NL in the mirror match. So, I mean, that's something you need to think about. Phenom, that's really not a nerf. That's actually probably in favor for him in all honesty, I feel like. But Mr. Crimson still going to have access with the Dawson. That's what's scary to me. The fact that the Dawson is in play. We've talked about how successful his CPT season has been, the Red Bull Kumite showing, all of these things Mr. Crimson has accomplished this year, and just the Street Fighter V so far has been up to this Dawson. The fact that he is on the playing field really does change what this team is capable of doing. It's going to be Nordavind going up against the Vodafone Giants. It's going to be Phenom versus Vega Patch. We've already talked about the bands. I really want to see if this jury has done enough to this point to get ready for a matchup like this. I mean, honestly, how do you feel as a jury player going up against Cammy, right? Like,
this matchup sucks, Steve. This is going to be very difficult. I'm going to be very honest.
It's going to suck, Steve.
We talked about it. We talked about, you know, Phenom possibly going with the Kali, but if, you know, we always talk about that Cammy these past couple of weeks, so how naive of me to think he would go back into Nikali. But this matchup's tough. Every matchup that Cammy has seems pretty good, to be quite honest with you. But all jokes aside, I think Jury's normals are just as effective with, like, at least a medium kick. It's just her having to get started is the biggest problem.
Yeah, if she doesn't get any charge, it's really hard to get something started, right?
Damage-wise, yeah. You have to hit Cammy way more than she has to hit you, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem by design.
And you can tell Phenom's aware of this, just right to the corner, just harassing with stand medium kick, spin the meter, goes right into Feng Shui, and the side switch with the V-skill.
But now what, Steve? Now what? You're going to sit there and just block? She opens you up once, you're wasting trigger now, and it's almost dead, actually.
Okay, back throw, still has plenty of trigger here. And you can see fishing with that stand heavy kick.
This is out. Not going to really do much after that. You lose your turn, but what a tech. Vega Patch still willing to go and close the gap against Phenom, or try to.
Oh!
You're not allowed to do.
Yeah, no charges, right?
Yep, that's the thing. Even if you tried to spend it, you still are vulnerable to EX Spiral Arrow. matchup's hard. But I will say she has the tools to kind of stop the anti-air, or stop the airborne approach, kind of contest in neutral. It's just, it's not going to lead to any like Oki scenarios. It's going to lead to a knockdown unless she has those kick stored.
Wow, just harassing Vega Patch in the corner right now. Jury's not looking too good. About half stun. Wake up EXDP this time.
Activation.
Nice.
Back throw.
Dashing up, trying to get.
Okay, gets the hit, but not able to confirm in trigger at that. And now we see the crouching heavy punch activate for Phenom and Cammy. This is a couple dive kicks there, I'm assuming. Dash up.
Dash up, no check. Just backing away from the fireball. This is the last of the V trigger. Oh, it's huge. Charge up. Oh, he's gonna go.
Oh, he could have used the EX to get the knockdown and the carry.
Yeah, he had it. He had the meter too. Could have done kicks to move over to the corner.
Too far. Almost had a hit. Stand medium kick to stop the approach. Knows the Vega Patch wants to dash out of that corner. That's going to be a throw first game. It's going to go to Phenom.
I mess up the punish there. It's okay.
You can see UYU back there right now. I really can't wait to get the call-outs for these statistics. I want to see what these numbers are going to do for either one of these teams.
Okay.
This is huge, actually. If you're UYU and you're thinking to yourself, like, oh boy, like Nordavind is actually in a good position to take him down considering the bans.
Nice.
Okay. A little slower pace match. And if you ask me, if this match goes slower, it's in favor of Jury at this point. If it's going fast, that means Cammy is all over you at this point.
But how often do you get to slow down someone like Cammy, though? Look at that. Like, you stopped her for the first couple of seconds, already at 75 seconds on the clock, right? But she's already pretty much killing you. She's got you in the corner.
Yeah.
Stun is a factor. Stun is there, and that's going to be more than enough. So, sure, you can attempt to slow down the pace, but for how long? And that's the issue with just Cammy.
That's the Cammy issue, right? She's got great buttons in the neutral to keep you honest. That dive kick is there. We've seen some crazy instances using this trigger where it's stayed on the same side. So it's really only a matter of time before Cammy gets to that point. But that's why I think that a slower match, you know, in this instance versus Jury really works out in her favor, because that means she's possibly got charges, got one there, and can possibly get something started. But back to this corner we go. Another throw. Phenom checking with the stand medium punch this time around. Okay, activate.
After the activation, yeah, checking for the lows, looking for the movement. A lot of lights coming in from the side of Vega Patch, but still not really making anything of the trigger. That's one of the biggest weaknesses is you can literally just sit there and walk.
Wait a minute. Oh. Just walks down, just using these projectiles to like walk Cammy to this corner back throw. Phenom's going to try to take advantage of this now. Gets the hit, but didn't confirm the C8, nor did he do it there. And it's going to be 2-0 for Phenom over Vega Patch.
And that's going to be tough, right? You're sitting as Phenom in the back of the queue. Now you're thinking as Vodafone Giants is like, you know, even if we go through Veggie and Luffy, we still have to face off against Phenom's Cammy.
Yep. And that's some overtime right there, bro. If we get some overtime, the first match will be Phenom versus whoever makes it out on the Giants.
You realize Veggie versus Mr. Crimson is coming up next. I do like the idea of Birdie versus Dalsum in this matchup. If Veggie pulls out the W, that'll be easily the most important W in his career.
Yes, especially for a Street Fighter League career. If he can get a W here, man,
that would be ridiculous. It would actually, I would pop off for him.
Kan du høre meg, Veggie?
Jeg hørte du hva jeg sa.
Du hører meg, ikke sant?
Ja, hører du meg?
Ja, har du mikken nede?
Ja, hører du meg nå?
Ja,
okay.
Så du skal velge fuglen?
Ja. Og så skal jeg bruke nummer 2. Fordi hvis han kansellerer den, som han må, med knapper, så får jeg tror jeg får 1/3 av V-bar. Og han kansellerer can uansett. Da får jeg bare 1/6.
Uansett hva du gjør, bruk VT1.
Ja, selvfølgelig.
Ja.
Ok.
Birdie versus Dalsum is going to be the pick. As you see, Mr. Crimson putting in great work with that Dalsum this year, taking down a lot of huge events. Red Bull Kumite London being one of them.
Back medium needs to be careful. Holding his ground very well. Vega's been doing that as well. Just throughout the season, not able to get a bunch of these closing situations to happen on screen. However, if something can change here,
it'd be huge. Yeah,
it would be
using
huge.
that as a nuisance, the crouching jab, stuffing out one of the normals, but you can't whiff punish it being that low. He's trying to use standing medium punch. Oh, Bullhorn trying to go past that limb.
Oh, wow.
This is huge, actually. That side switch by itself is a significant.
Oh, big damage.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
my!
got greedy. Definitely got greedy with that one. Went for another command throw and spent meter on it as well.
How did he know?
I mean, it's Dawson. Dawson has way too many. He got stasis. He can teleport. Air Gale gets him off the ground instantly. Like, stuff like that. You got to be aware of it. See,
Was
look
that
at
airborne, though? I don't think there was enough time. I feel like he was grounded. I think still you can get a meteor or like a grab going.
Oh. Okay, drop right there.
Oh.
Poking away.
This is the problem right now. He's back into the corner. He doesn't have any more estate to kind of get himself in a position to whiff punish or force his whiff punishes. Has to force it again with the...
But still getting it. Command throw works this time. Not thinking he was going to go for the second.
Do it again.
Oh,
and I
wow.
understand. That actually would have worked if he was within range.
Vet fint. Prøv å... Ja, nei, ikke ta skade.
This is actually great positioning for Veggie.
Nei, står han i hjørnet.
The gap, no medium punch. Hit him! You had armor!
Oh.
He had armor, Steve. You could have went in.
It's not over just yet.
Oh, no. The no mix-up mix-up.
So I feel like it's always better to like be ready. And on top of that, if you see the teleport,
Trykker knapp rett etter hverandre, så gjør han medium spark til lav slag. Men som regel så delayer han knappene sine individual. Det ikke ofte han trykker rett etter hverandre. Ja.
Oh my god. Just running into the crush counter. That was mad close too. Getting hit with that roundhouse is...
Yeah, but this is the situation. Like, Birdie has great normals, but so many options to get away, teleport, stasis to get over stuff as well, and just great movement. Nothing short of what I expect from Mr. Crimson. Oh, wow.
I like that. Okay, trying to dissipate the bubble, but still Veggie taking his time to use that stand medium punch and get punished accordingly.
He's just not able to get close enough to make any of these big normals hit.
Oh. Yeah, you're not kidding, man. There hasn't been a lot of presence being felt by Veggie. He's playing not to lose, whereas Mr. Crimson is playing to win.
Yeah.
You can see their attitudes. You can see the activity and the button presses from Mr. Crimson. Like, sure, I get it. Like, well, Vicious, Dawson could pretty much outrange Birdie.
Yeah.
What is he supposed to do about that? You can still be in the range to get the whiff punishes going.
Wow, the bubble. Just staying at this range where it's nothing but pokes to keep Veggie out, and this just looks like a hill to climb. Gets the headbutt. He's in the corner though. Okay, gets the command throw. It ain't over just yet though. Birdie does more than enough damage to where this is always within range. However, you gotta get those hits. Slide. Oh wow. V-shift back, and the V-shift break actually hits. Back to the fire you go.
And he got his trigger back. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh my God. Did you see how much grade damage was already up on Birdie's bar? That's 2-0. And now this team battle is tied. So that means the first match we're gonna have in overtime will be none other than Mr. Crimson going up against Phenom.
Yeah, but we still have Luffy and Infectious is what's coming up, and it's going to be very dangerous. Luffy is now unleashed with that Armika. Infectious actually had a very impressive Ken the last time we saw him in that team battle.
Bruh, that
was
Ken,
super good.
Living up to what Big Bird was saying, that all Kens have great hit confirms. All Ken have great hit confirms. I mean, I would expect nothing less of Infectious, but still, you know?
We are thinking it's going to be the Zeku, but I just wanted to kind of bring that up.
You never know. You're right. You got to put it out there.
I was super impressed by his Ken. I mean, he was like a former Ken main, but Zeku is going to be... I'm pretty sure it's going to be what's going to be in for the Armika matchup. Infectious likes to rock with old Zeku a lot. Young Zeku is actually seen a lot more often through Angry Bird because they talked about it. It's like, yeah, I like... Angry Bird would say, I like young Zeku because of his walk speed. Infectious hasn't really given a true answer, I feel like, in any of the interviews, but he's been playing the old Zeku and he's been paying off for him a lot of the time. Gets a lot of control. But immediately goes into young.
That walk speed, bro.
Nice wall back.
Block,
let's
punish,
go to finish.
Target, palm, push away, and just runs right back in there. Infectious showing no fear in this Mika matchup versus Luffy right now.
Do you see how much he's moving forward and forcing these errors against Luffy?
And look at this. Stun, lots of stun, using the V skill too for the pressure. It's gonna go down.
Man, this is very much so matchup specific. I like this from Infectious. We haven't seen this at all.
It's all right, nice.
Or as often, I should say, not at all.
Yeah, just using both of these forms, switching back and forth.
So,
wait a minute. But once Mika gets the ball rolling, it definitely is something that can turn around really quick. No trigger, 1 bar EX. Infectious working on full CA at this point.
Damn, he just walks up into her grill.
Yeah, just cry. He did the same thing with Ken. Likes to tap you on the legs, let you know, yo, I'll catch you ducking. Oh, wow.
It's all right.
Mika Typhoon. Mr. Crimson lets him know that it's all right. And Infectious goes right back to this range. No fear.
Cannot like drop kick.
Any hit confirm is more than enough. Oh, boy.
I'm thinking I'm going to see this matchup. We're going to see old man Zeku is going to be gramming to death. My man Infectious was like, nah, I'm right here.
He forced a lot of like punishable scenarios. What? How many Sobots?
But that's why you do that though, because Infectious isn't showing any fear at this range. That Sobot moves you forward a little bit as well. It's 10 seconds left, not dead.
He's running. Is he running? No, he's going. Luffy's still going, and he gets the whiff punish, punishing the error, over committing. Infectious, to be honest, he had to do it 6 seconds left. That was intense. That was too intense.
So if V-Trigger 1 was in play, you could have sweep, activate, got a little chip, ran down that clock, but that's not what we're dealing with here. Gets the throw. Advantage already in favor of Infectious, but that first round went to Luffy. This is a tiebreaker right here, in all honesty. Both have one team member remaining. This is going to decide who gets the advantage going into overtime. Palm. No, old man Zeku. Spins the EX Graham and back to Young.
I like that. Look at the life lead. Oh, boy. That could all...
Peach. Crouching heavy punch activate? No, just goes for the stand light.
There's a sweep into activation. Both hands in the air. If you don't really care.
Beautiful. We work on that.
Oh, the jump back.
Ridiculous answer towards the drop kick. Doesn't even want to throw out a normal. And this is one of the biggest things I'm noticing with Infectious and his Young Zeku play. He's moving in the ranges where Luffy wants to hit stuff at max distance to keep himself safe.
Oh, Lady Mika, 2 times. What side? The same side. Double Lady Mika. V shift gets out of there, and there's a splat. Like I said, it's definitely gonna play a factor.
Splat. Oh,
no bad confirm. That's stun first round. Could be on the. That could be Luffy's round. Yep. EX. Not dead.
Let the throw do it, and it's
the Mika Typhoon to get it, and this is not looking good for the Giants.
If Vodafone Giants fall here, we'd have to go down to the lab and figure out the numbers between UYU and Vodafone Giants. If the Giants want their spot into the playoffs, they have to take down Nordavind.
They got to go through Nordavind. They have to go through Nordavind. Second half of the season, Nordavind is a different monster, though. And it's mostly because of this character you see right here, Mika. Look at the Sobot just being annoying as ever. Oh, the drop kick starting to come in. That stand light kick to poke back. But this is what I was talking about. I'm not comfortable playing this range versus Zeku as Mika.
Oh, boy. Coming out from left field, going for that slide at a very close range, I would say.
Man, Luffy completely understands this matchup. It seems like, oh, wow. Eats the stand heavy kick this time. Combo confirmed. Oh, wow, double strong. Stays as an old man.
Stun. And the damage incoming. Not even going to have to spend the bar at all. Double Graham into the bar. No, I lied. Not in the Halloween stage. But still, very, very solid play. Very, very solid round, I should say, from Infectious. Despite having that slight mishap with the slide earlier. Made his way back all the way through.
Fake out drop kick.
Yes.
Real drop kick. The jump back. Wasn't able to get it confirmed there for Infectious, but you can definitely see he's paying attention, but eats this combo into EX Peach, and here comes Luffy.
Nice throw.
Oh, wow. That was a command throw. He probably got beat out with a jab. Side switch. Use the meter. No, just takes the Oki instead. Blocks the V reversal. Infectious looking a lot better in the second game until he ate that stand medium punch.
I wonder why he didn't go for the slide for the corner carry, because he was going to get Oki either way, I feel like.
I mean, I think it's just you don't want to put yourself in a corner situation with Mika shoulder. Oh, he's triggered too. There it is.
Back up a little bit. Yeah, don't overextend here. Backs up immediately. He sees the Destro coming in. One hit. You still got the other one. What
God,
do you
he
mean?
dashed full screen. And look at Veggie in the back, punching the air.
On some medium. He will fish some medium because he have meter. He will fish some mediums.
How did he still get hit? That wasn't a full combo. He got hit by Nadeshko, and what, did he move forward?
I have no idea. I'm not sure what he did. Back heavy punch confirm into the Bushin slide. Look at the stun.
Caught the delay tech. You saw that deliberate delay from crouching medium punch for Zeku. The big stun into damage. Watch out for the eagle.
Special delivery.
No signature required.
This could be over. Some bad guesses here could really put Zeku in a bad situation.
All
Gets
right.
the bulldog.
He has to guess wrong.
You're
3
stunned.
times.
That might be nice. You're probably not dead.
Oh.
No, you might be dead, bro.
Might actually be dead.
EX.
Are you kidding me?
My damn.
Are you kidding me?
Edge. Jeez, Luffy takes it 2-0 over Infectious. We're going into overtime, but Mr. Crimson is going to be there by himself. No pads at whatsoever. He is there solo.
Oh, and this is going to be a tough matchup. Cammy versus Dulcine. Cammy versus Dulcine. We've seen the kind of sports engine she has on her. She can go from first to 6th gear if she wanted to. We're going to see how it works out. Mr. Crimson, of course, has a ton of experience against Cammy, playing against folks like Hurricane, right?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Crimson sits down, looking calm as ever, I could tell you that. And that's a part of, what we do here. You got to keep your wits about you.
But this is the time to...
Wow. This match, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is exactly the time to pull out all the stops here with that confidence. Mr. Crimson, the sole member left on Vodafone Giants. The Giants need this W to secure their spot into the playoffs. If Nordavind takes them down,
it might go down to the numbers.
It has to if Nordavind takes down Mr. Crimson. I feel like if Mr. Crimson gets this W, I think it'll be like even if they fall short, I think they might have the advantage against UYU. But we'll see. We'll see.
UYU's first victory was against Vodafone, if I'm not mistaken, right? I need to look at that. But here we go. We're going to get back into this. We got Phenom.
Right. I think you are right. Yeah.
Phenom going up against Mr. Crimson with the Cammy. Didn't make anything happen right there. Life lead in favor of Dalsum at this point and playing the range game perfectly. Gets to confirm. Dash up. V-shift to keep the pressure up off of him. Oh, wow. Trade with the V-trigger in the air. Finally gets the counter hit. Yeah.
You're thinking to yourself, how are you able to go fast at all against Dalsum when he's just a constant speed bump, especially with that trigger down below? You're going to see the slide, and Phenom knew it as well. Yeah, backing away, doesn't even want to give him the trigger activation on the same side. Oh my God!
That was so dirty.
Jesus, you dug your nails into my shoulder, Steve. What in the world,
I did grab
bro?
you, though. I'm sorry.
Am I bleeding?
Shut up.
Jesus.
Standing heavy punch from Dalsum. And that full screen game is exactly what Mr. Crimson wants. That was sick.
Yeah. A little extra.
EX Air Gale. Teleport to get out of the corner and ready with a retaliation.
The juggle again. Yeah, one of the big nerfs to the stasis. Catching him mid-air. You are in a juggle state. The tip.
These normals, just single hits adding up for Dalsum in this matchup right now.
Oh, yeah, the whip punish, but you're too far away.
Not looking good in this first game. Lots of Grey Life cash out here.
No, you can't. You straight up cannot. No, you cannot.
Can't do that, bro. You're reaching right now. Tried it twice, Phenom. 2 mistakes there, and trying to get that whiff punish. We've seen it before. We've seen it in other games. I've seen it in Street Fighter V, but Cammy doesn't have that range, and you're not close enough even in the instance. So.
If he did, like, crouching medium punch into critical art, sure, but he didn't have the meter for it. So I like his, idea of testing it out, but after the first one, you should know, it's like, man, that's still too far away to even get EX.
Gets the hit, but was able to confirm it, and you see the jump instance right there. Not able to get a follow-up as well. Going back to the neutrals. Damage still on the side of Dalsum at this point. And Phenom just can't seem to get anything started in this matchup and still reaching.
That was fine. That was like towards the tail end of EX Spiral Arrow. So not going to be too difficult. Or sorry, it's not going to be too difficult to follow up.
This is not good. Stuck in the corner here.
He's the dive kick too. He missed his opportunity to get out of the corner. Instead gets punished for it. Mr. Crimson looking at match point.
Wow. Yeah. Just taking a single hit, though. I like that. Just taking a single hit this time. Not overextending. Did get the counter hit, but didn't confirm.
Yep, doing it again. That's fine.
And just taking the damage. See? And if this was being done that first game, we might be talking about a different second round right here. But still set point here for Mr. Crimson. Stasis to move across the screen. Back to the middle they go. Oh, wow.
didn't put, it's so tough, I feel like. It's so inconsistent. But that's not going to follow up with the last part of it. You could have actually activated trigger off of that hit.
V reversal. Speaking of trigger, just going to forego it all together. Great life on the side of Dalsum. The jump, the anti-airs are working out so well for Mr. Crimson. Gets the counter hit. Phenom has a chance.
This is going to be tough. Forward throw now. He's going to get Oki after this with a medium punch.
No, you don't jump versus Dalsum in the corner. You're giving back
that
the
was
ground.
sick. You still recovered for the anti-air reversal. I like that
the stand
a lot.
medium kick. Okay, that's a round on the board.
Amazing composer there from Phenom, giving up the corner as well, and still having the awareness to uppercut the drill, reversal the trigger. I'm liking this from Phenom.
I'm going to tell you right now, you saw Luffy got in the mic there and just told Phenom something. Going for a throw right there. That might hit. Oh, big damage here. Spins the CA, though. Advantage still in Mr. Crimson's favor, especially if he keeps getting these hits. What a scout on the dive kick there. Oh, no. And still committing to this whiff punish, and it's not working out. And that's going to be the set 2-0. 2-0. And it's just because Phenom was just overextending a little bit.
He was being very stubborn about it. He was being extremely stubborn about it. There was that issue where he wanted to get that whiff punish. He wasn't satisfied with just getting the damage and moving on to the next step. He wanted to find a way to consistently get that whiff punish and a knockdown in favor of his positioning. But that was not happening.
Good luck. Bonne chance.
A lot of times you do that. That's how you start the offense, right? Like, look, if I get this knockdown, then I'll be able to get in. If you don't knock Dalsum down, it's really hard. Also, when he was in the corner, man, like I feel like Dalsum one-on-one, you never jump in on Dalsum in the corner because you just give him a chance to slide and get out. The Giants need this. They need this, as well as UYU looking at this match as well. Bandits have already played. This is definitely going to be something that's going down to the wire.
If Vodafone Giants secure this W, the next issue is not only in the top 4, but they have to sort out the seeding for the playoffs because it's a 3-way tie between Nordavind, Panda, and Vodafone Giants being tied up 5-5 all the way through. Oh, that's cool. B-skill 2.
B-skill 2. That's going to be great in dealing with these long limbs of Dalsum. A slide under the drop kick. The awareness for Mr. Crimson is there. Definitely trying to make this as easy as possible. Crouching heavy punch.
That is a
big
jump in.
Brimstone.
Do it again.
Oh, no.
Don't hit him again this time. Oh, you hit him.
And no jump. Like I said before, just keeps it clean. Going to be able to Irish whip. EX, no, takes the peach.
Oh, that's going to be, that's
and
more than enough.
And instantly jumped up and got the punish. Luffy looking very, very confident in this matchup.
I wonder what that ideal was coming from the side of Mr. Crimson with the jump medium kick going forward. I'd imagine there had to be something like an instant air teleport. Maybe.
My man is hitting us with the reactions. The reactions to drop kick and sliding under. These situations seem so comfortable for Mr. Crimson. Also, even just Luffy being able to read a lot of what these guys want to do, but these guys are countrymen. They definitely play each other, I'm sure.
Man, look at all this pressure, too. The pinpoint accuracy coming in from the drill after following through with the EX Fireball. Yoga Fire, that is, for Mr. Crimson. Now it's going to be tough. Nadeshko coming in hot. V-shift out of there.
Oof. These anti-airs adding up. Tries to use the peach to get in, and it's not going to work. And Mr. Crimson taking this one seriously. Leaning in, getting closer to the pixels.
That's how you know it's getting serious. You go from sitting up straight to tilting all the way forward. True gamer stance. I like this activity coming in from. What was that?
Not sure, but he caught the EX startup or something.
Yeah, but the bar didn't go away. I heard the noise. Oh boy.
Jump working out that time. Actually gets the air gale. That could have been big.
And that's fine. He'll take that hit. Yeah, he teleports himself out of the corner. Only got hit one time.
Counter hit confirmed. Needs to be careful. He's getting real close to stun. CA is there. If we get a confirm here, this could be very close to death for Dalsum. But CA is also on the side for Mr. Crimson. Crouching medium kick to retaliate. Catches the recovery. Anti-air. Not sure about that one. Jump back. That was a trade, though.
This is huge. Absolutely huge for Luffy. He didn't have the life lead up until this point. Look at him cooking him up now. Great life coming in. How are you going to escape? You have no shift. But you have a teleport.
He gets the confirm after the lady Mika she is, plus in the standing medium punch. And Mr. Crimson is on nerves right now. Instantly got out of his seat, moved around, had to readjust. And Luffy, if he can win this match, will make things very interesting for the remaining teams, playoff hopefuls here at SFL. This is going to be good.
That's the first burst of emotion I've ever seen from Mr. Crimson. He turned and looked to the side and was visibly shook.
Nailed it. Man, Armika is so cool. Anti-airs. Oh no, this is
nailed it.
Wow.
This is so good. I've never seen this many usages of V-skills ever in my life.
I think this is the most I've seen ever. That's it right here.
Oh, big jump in.
And looking for that drop kick has really put Mr. Crimson on edge because he's trying to slide and react to get under it, and it's really making him eat a bunch of these jump in. Side switch. Mr. Crimson ready, but there's that body splat again.
Dashing up 2 times over, bypassing neutral. That is the Luffy special. Don't get grabbed because that'll be it. He's looking at match point right now. He's looking to stress out Vodafone Giants as much as possible. That would be the ultimate stressor if he could eliminate them now. Because, again, UYU is waiting in the rafters. You're waiting for the calculations.
Oh
no, the start. And it begins, Steve. And so it begins.
Oh, no. Staying on the same side this time around.
Just cooking up. It's fine.
Wow, drop kick gets out of the flames.
Look at all this gray life, too. A single hit will do significant damage.
Oh,
you didn't get to land? Oh, my God.
Wait a minute. Mr. Crimson has something started here. Corner in his favor. Getting a lot more movement heavy here.
Oh, boy, that's one. Oh, you still got him? One more touch. Oh, my God. Is that going to be it?
I think that's a low. Oh,
he still got hit. How?
Dash up. Luffy in trouble.
No way.
Luffy in trouble.
No way.
One more hit. Calls out Nadeshko. The trigger's there. Jump in. The throw and the snipe and the pop off for Mr. Crimson. And instantly went back to composed. He's like, yeah. Okay,
oh, my God.
This is important right now.
If he had blocked the snipe, oh, my God, I would have left my seat.
Drop kick.
Has to hold it. Back-to-back plus frames as well.
Wow, dashes up and was ready for a retaliation, but the teleport actually caught Luffy off guard.
Man.
In the corner now, Mr. Crimson was in control. Luffy just jumps out, eats a teleport attack, and look at the stun.
This is going to be so difficult. Yes, Brimstone. Back is broken. Do it again. Or so he thought.
Trigger is there. No jump. Just Lady Mika backdash. One more hit goes for the teleport to get out of the corner. The low. Luffy was ready. Dash up.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. Mika
the full swing set.
Oh, the jump, the slide to get out. That's why you don't jump on him in the corner. And now he has the full screen to play this range game.
Oh,
and you got a big dash up. Luffy gets the air. Goes for the Brimstone. It did not work, Mr. Crimson. Another show of emotion. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I can't believe he used that shift again to get himself out of danger, staying alive in this match.
You said use that what again?
That V-shift.
Oh, okay, all right, just making sure. It's V-shift.
2 times over, by the way. 2 times over to escape the throw.
Last match in this team battle. Overtime ends now. Wow, whiffs the command throw. Mr. Crimson getting better and better and getting away from these.
Oh. These dire instances where he could get command grabbed to death. He could get Luffy. Again, dashing up twice. Mr. Crimson's so reluctant to press buttons.
Oh, my.
Now he presses it in a moment he shouldn't. Crush counter. Watch out for the Lady Mika. Watch out for the low. Don't get thrown or else you're dead. The universal out,
Dash
still
up.
Back in there. Luffy with the body splash. The trade is there. Vodafone Giants is in a tough position right now. Mr. Crimson needs to get out. There he is.
Forward throw, but he's back. Oh, Mr. Crimson with the corner in control, spins meter. Didn't go for the splat I was looking for. Lots of gray life. Backdash for Mr. Crimson. Corner in favor. Oh, wow, the V-shift to get away from the Nadeshko. Oh, my gosh, Mr. Crimson, 1 round away. 1 round away, and instantly Luffy looked back at the rest of his team, and look at him.
He was doing some calculations in his head. He's like, what? How did that work? Oh, that was sick.
My man's getting better and better with the whiff punish on these normals. Mr. Crimson been a lot more active in neutral. Teleport out this time. Slide under the drop kick.
Low profiling past the slide. Here comes Nadeshko. 2 hands, by the way, delayed. Here she comes. What a teleport, and the stun is there. I think there's going to be more than enough to jump in.
It's going to do it.
Vodafone Giants secure their spot into the playoffs.
What a set. Oh, I dare you to find me better Street Fighter than this. I double dog dare you to get into the playoffs. This is what you need to do. Man, Vodafone Giants cashing that ticket. I can't believe that's what it came down to. It looks so good on the side for Nordavind. It looks so good. I mean, they were playing to just have that extra energy going into playoffs, right? This was really Giants' game to lose. If they would have lost, they would not have been in there, and it really would have shook things up. I'm telling you right now, the people who are doing and calculating the numbers, they got to be happy.
Look at the
about
matches, too. The only one that went down to the wire was that finale, right?
It was the last
Crimson
one.
And Luffy was the only one that went 2-1. Everything else was a sheer blowout, right? Phenom took down Vegapatch. Mr. Crimson took down Veggie. Luffy took down Infectious. And, of course, Mr. Crimson going in with a full OCV, right? 2-2 and 2, pretty much. He got 6 Ws by himself because of that Dawson being unleashed, just going through all the Nordavind players. It's actually kind of scary to think about. I mean, I know everybody was feeling it. UYU was in the back. He's like, oh, boy.
Man, this was been actually ridiculous. To get to the playoff, these teams had to endure it all. The fact that the Giants were on the verge of not even making playoffs, considering they were one of the favorites coming into Street Fighter League Season 4, and just with the numbers that they were putting up and the victories that they were claiming early on. A lot of people aiming for Vegapatch in that ban really opened up what the Giants brought to the table. That means Dawson got to play a little bit more. Infectious with the can, mostly the ninja. Excuse me, I can't even remember his name right now. I'm way too hyped right now. I was about to say Kage and all, and it's Zeku. But just having the Zeku, having the Ken on backup, Mr. Crimson having that G at the beginning, able to take out Punk with not only as Dawson, but with the G as well. Vodafone Giants was definitely looking like one of the teams, the top 2 teams to beat this time.
They were in the top 3. They were there consistently throughout the first half of the round robin. We saw it shake just a little bit towards the second half, but they were able to repeat history. They got them in week number 8 in a clean sweep, this time a lot closer in the final week of playoffs, or sorry, regular season play. Mr. Crimson just going through the numbers, but again, Vodafone Giants being one of the newcomers, still placing their mark here in Street Fighter League Season 4 as being one of the greats.
Right, so I really like the idea that the Vodafone Giants really switched it up, clinching that playoff seat. They now have a reason to relax. It gets tense. They got a week to chill, but it gets tense because we have our 4 teams solidified for the playoff picture here for Season 4 of Street Fighter League, and I like what we're seeing.
I want to see plenty more Astro A40 headsets going into the playoffs as we determine our top 4 already. Big shout out to Astro for being a huge supporter of Street Fighter League Season 4 with the swappable headsets, like this little area you see here.
Speaker tags, bro.
The speaker tags on the A40.
You can get your very own panel.
You got to see all of them from the different teams. That's what I wanted to see, actually. I hope we could actually pick those up. Check yours out today in the Twitch panel below. I don't even know if they actually have that, but if they do, please let us know.
Yeah, let me know. I'm going to make my own custom speaker tags. They might cost a little extra as well, so it's not the worst, but they look very cool. Shout outs to Astro for being the official headset and mix-up of all the action you've seen here for Street Fighter League, and it has definitely paid dividends, especially if you're a Street Fighter fan, especially if you're a fighting game fan. This season has been ridiculous, and we still have another week for the playoffs.
Another one.
But before we get there, we got to get through this interview. I believe Hollywood, Rob TV is on the stage with an interview from Vegapatch.
We have finally made it to the end of the regular season, and the skill that we just saw on display, the passion, the pop-offs, that energy is a snapshot into what this entire season has been. Vegapatch, I want to tell you something about your team. I feel like that Mr. Crimson has been like the all-star on the squad as far as overall play. I feel like Infectious has been the leader, the brains of the operation, and I feel like you are the heart and soul of this team. Vegapatch, can you tell me what this means to you for you guys to finish?
It means the world for us. It's finally we are here on the SFL with a first performance that is great. We are on playoffs. We hope to keep going and do even better. We want to beat our opponents. I think they are Panda, and hopefully keep going and even take it.
I feel like, when I look at the way that you guys play, for one, I think that everyone on your team has performed well, even in-game specifically. I don't think you have had a weak leak at all throughout this entire season. But even in a match like this, I definitely think that your energy and all of you guys, like chemistry, plays a large part as to what happens on that screen. So can you tell us a bit about like how much of a bonding experience has this been for all of you guys? Because it seems like you are one of the most tight-knit groups in all of Street Fighter League, and that may be like an underrated thing when it comes to performing well in this league.
And I think that's really important because you can feel that some teams hand out better than others. You see some things that if one player performs worse, the other guys are like, hey, you didn't do your job. Now we have to pull it off. It's your fault. And if there's good relationship between the team members, that doesn't happen. What happens is, okay, it's okay. We got your back. Yeah. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll put it off.
Okay, and just one last thing. This can be short and sweet or whatever you need to say with it. Now, with you being locked into the playoffs, you know, this regular season, all of this, of course, you can rest on your laurels for a small amount of time. But now everything is on the line. A whole lot of money, whole lot of pride. You know, now, do you have anything to say? Do you have any message for your competitors heading into this playoffs right now? Do you want to tell anything to them?
That we are prepared, and I hope they also are prepared for us.
Vega Patch, not too much needed to be said. I feel like you did all of your talking right there on the sticks as an overall team. Nothing but the greatest congratulations to Vodafone Giants for your performance up to this point. That was a beautiful thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Street Fighter League, this is exactly what we are all about. Passion, skill, effort, and now we finally have made it to the playoffs. Before we get to that point, we do have a few more comments from Vicious and Steve over at the desk, and that all happens after the Astro listen-in.
It's alright, it's alright. So yeah, like we practice, don't be scared of press in this pressure. I think you're playing pretty well. Just if you don't feel confident with light kick, EX run slide, just take your light kick. But out of that, yeah, you're playing really well.
Recuerda que eso Akuma asiático, no le tiran la frescura. Hagai.
If you want NL, maybe you should still go back to character select screen. You'll still look like a little more shaky.
It's time for war.
Can't start the show without the star.
This is the path of my destiny.
Come on, let's turn up the heat. About time to finish this.
See what I'm really made of.
I'll show you.
How do you like this? It's time for war.
That is the truth of what you must seek.
What a week it has been here at Street Fighter League Season 4 with the full breakdown every single week. In case you missed it, check it out in the VODs. We highly encourage you guys to do so. Vicious back at it again with my boy Tasty Steve. Man, you guys just experienced history in the making. This is easily the best season of Street Fighter League we could ever ask for because we opened up international waters to see all the upper echelon of Street Fighter 5 players come together as teams, as comrades, as well as rivals.
And it did not disappoint. Went down to the wire with some of these statistics to see who is going to make it into the playoffs. We do have our 4 playoffs teams and the $75,000 that is on the line. Things are still interesting here because there's still winners to be crowned, and I can't wait for us to get there.
So we saw what happened between Nordavind as well as Vodafone Giants, but let's take it back a little bit. Bandits versus UYU was actually extremely pivotal for both teams to make it into that number 4 spot. Had the Bandits taken down UYU, it would have been a lot closer when it comes to the games that they've won overall to get into that spot. However, and a big one, Nordavind and Vodafone Giants, right? Vodafone Giants had to secure that win, which they did. Over Nordavind. It's not the first time they've actually done it, right? And the first time they encountered each other, it was a full-on sweep. This time, it was down to the wire, the closest it has ever been. Actually, the closest one this week. You saw it go down to that final game. And that really sets the pace for this playoff. It sets the tension, I should say, because let's take a look at where everybody's at for those top 4 teams, right? Nasser with a dominant lead, right? 8-2. They're going to be the number 1 seed. Vodafone Giants right behind them, taking over Nordavind and Panda, despite them being 5-5 because of the fact that they've taken down Panda. They've taken down Nordavind in their head-to-head 2 times over for both. Extremely impressive. Then you see down below in 3rd and 4th seed, you have Panda and Nordavind. The 3-way tie. It went all the way down to figuring out the game differentials. Now, the way that this plays out for next week's playoffs, Nasser, the 1st seed, plays off against the 4th seed, which is Nordavind. Then after that, Vodafone Giants faces off against Panda going into it. So that's going to be the first, actually the only 2 battles that we see off the bat. Then we're going to see who is going to face off who in the finals.
Nasser must be feeling confident, though. Had the highest winning record, I believe, out of any season of SFL, if I'm not mistaken. And just being the champions of Season 3, they do a lot. They got a chip on their shoulder, but this team is even stronger than it was last season because you got to deal with Problem X. Problem X, who has not been using Bison. And personally, we've seen it like once, twice throughout the entire season, and now you're going into the playoffs, and I feel like that's going to be a major thing. However, the bans do reset in the playoffs.
That is very, very true, right? One of the biggest weaknesses from the other teams, right? Nordavind actually has been targeted numerous times with that R Mika, and we've seen the kind of success that it yields once Luffy gets that character back. Same could go to Vodafone Giants, right? When you take away the Mr. Crimson, you take away the Dawson, things can be a little shaky, but it really depends on the matchup, right? So we've seen what happens. 1st goes against 4th in the seeding, 2nd goes against 3rd, and we've seen the head-to-head records. We've seen how the matches go down. The bans are as important as ever, which is going to yield the most results and who is going to come out on top within these 4 teams.
Man, this has been quite a season of Street Fighter League, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it because it would not even be possible without the fine folks over at Astro, the official headset and mix-up of Street Fighter League Season 4. These amazing 840 headsets have been the talk of the town, especially here for Street Fighter League. It's been supplied to all the players. I have some myself. We got the swappable boom mics as well as the custom speaker tags you guys have been seeing on display this entire season, and you're gonna see it for one more week because we still got the playoffs. But shout out to Astro for holding us down, and I really hope you guys get yourselves some of these 840 headsets.
Check it out down below the Twitch panel. You guys have experienced 15 weeks of regular season play, all for this very moment. Street Fighter League Season 4 is coming towards its conclusion to see who is the best in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for tuning in every single week in, week out. If you guys have your favorite teams, let us know. Hit us up on social media because your favorites are going to be duking it out to be the champion of Street Fighter League Season 4. Until then, keep playing Street Fighter. Take care. So close. MenaRD also on the verge of
crouching heavy punch. Actually catches him reaching. He's not dead in the forward throw. One more round and you see Mena instantly go to the head scratch. He is in trouble. Oh, it actually finds its mark. No. Trigger still there.
You could actually stun.
Oh,
he gets a stun. That's going to be it. UYU is going to have more than enough to burn.
Oh, my God. NL takes it over MenaRD.
How?
dash up. Luffy in trouble.
No way.
Luffy in trouble.
No way.
One more hit, calls out Nadeshiko. The trigger's there. Jump in, the throw and the snipe and the pop off for Mr. Crimson, and instantly went back to composed. Backdash for Mr. Crimson. Corner in favor. Oh, wow, the V shift to get away from Nadeshiko. Oh my gosh, Mr. Crimson, 1 round away.
2 hands, by the way, delayed. Here she comes. What a teleport, and the stun is there. I think there's going to be more than enough to jump in.
That is going to do it.
Vodafone Giants secure their spot into the playoffs.
What a set.